It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Join us all winter long as we feature live San Juan and Monticello basketball. Now, without further delay, we send you courtside for tonight's action. Welcome to High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it is Rhett Sifford welcoming you live to Gunnison High School, Gunnison Valley High School, I should say, in Gunnison, Utah. So we are 3.5 hours away from Blanding, actually probably more like 4 hours, close to 4 hours away, and a lengthy road trip, our final lengthy road trip, an overnight trip of this regular season, as the Broncos are up here getting set to take on Gunnison Valley tonight and North Sevier tomorrow night on this trip. So a couple of key Region 15 matchups for the Broncos, and should be a lot of fun these next couple nights. We welcome you in and look forward to some fun times here over the course of the next couple days. And we take a look at this matchup as we open up the High School Hoops pregame show here tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Glad you've joined us. And taking a look first off at the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs, and they come into this game tonight with an 8-9 record. They are ranked 16th in the state in the 2A RPI, I should say. San Juan also 8-9, but by virtue of the quality of their wins, or I guess the record of their opponents this season, they are 9th in the standings. It is Coach Tyson Mooseman in his 4th year for the Bulldogs. He has a 30-49 overall record in those 4 years. And Easton Nielsen for San Juan, of course, in his 2nd year with an 18-24 record coming into tonight. For Gunnison Valley as a team, San Juan won the first matchup, and that was back on January 4th, so an early 2025 game. In fact, the second 2025 game of this season. And the Broncos won that one 59-48 in Blanding. So, of course, home court advantage is key, and we'll see how Gunnison stacks up tonight in front of their home fans. But the Bulldogs have lost 7 of their last 9 and 8 of their last 10. So they're looking for some wins down the home stretch of the season. And really, when you look at it, for Gunnison Valley after tonight, just 4 games remaining on the regular season. For San Juan, it's going to be 5. And so we are really starting to wind it down at this point. And so these games are all key, of course, as we get postseason seeding going and all that. And, of course, it's an all-comers tournament, so everybody's going to be in the tournament. So there's really no heartbreak there. You're going to be in it, and then it's your responsibility to win. Excuse me. But obviously wins are key at this point as you set your momentum headed into the postseason, and it's important to start peaking at the right time, as we hear coaches talk about all the time, and start picking up wins, start picking up momentum down the home stretch of the season. And it's a pretty interesting thing for Coach Mooseman. He faced a suspension over the past 9 games, 9 JV games he had to sit out. He was suspended during a JV game the other night, standing up to defend one of his players in a crazy situation. And we've had a kind of a trend lately of referees being a little bit strict against coaches when they've defended their players. And, of course, we experienced that firsthand in Duchesne, and Duchesne will be coming into town to Blanding next weekend, so that'll be a fun matchup. But we did get a chance to have a visit just a little bit ago with Coach Mooseman out in the hallway here tonight. He's not officially allowed into the gym until the varsity game gets set to go, so we had to head out to the hallway to chat with him. And here's what he had to say as he and his team get set to go against the San Juan Broncos here tonight. Coach, thanks for chatting with us. We've had an epidemic lately of coaches defending their players and receiving technical fouls for that.
I know. I've never been thrown out of a JV game before, so that was fun.
And it lasts until tonight. You're not technically allowed to come back in until the varsity game, right?
Yeah, that is correct. I had to miss 9 total games, sub-varsity games.
Wow.
Yeah. So we had a freshman-sophomore tournament I had to miss.
Well, that stinks. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Well, I guess you got it done, and now you're ready to come back tonight, obviously. This is a game that they had your number when you met them at their place. What do you need to do tonight against San Juan, do you think, here at home?
Biggest thing we need to do is stop their transition offense. We let them get out and run on us a lot last game, and if we can slow them down in the transition, I think we've got a good shot.
Tell me about your team and maybe the strengths that you guys have got this year.
We're young, but we've got a lot of talent that we're building on. A lot of juniors and sophomores that are stepping up, and I think we got one of the premier players in 2A in Braxton Pickett, and it's been a lot of fun.
Do you think this is a team that's established an identity yet? I know you guys are looking for wins here down the stretch.
We're starting to, I believe. I think our defense is kind of what we rely on. We usually hold teams under their averages for a lot of the year, so if we can rely on that again tonight, I think we've got a chance.
What feeling do you get from your boys coming into this one tonight?
Excitement. I feel like both games when we were down there, we felt like we walked away from it thinking we should have won those games. So I think today and tomorrow it's a little bit of a kind of a get-back game, I feel like, to see if we can get back on track.
Should be a lot of fun. Should be a good battle tonight.
Absolutely. San Juan's a good team, and they're physical and tough, and it should be a fun game.
Coach, we appreciate it, man. Glad you're back. Thanks very much.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And a big thanks to Coach Tyson Mooseman of the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. And you heard him mention Braxton Pickett, their big man, their leading scorer. He's the only player in double-digit average coming into tonight's game. He's around 17 points per game. And so obviously head and shoulders above everybody else, and their main go-to man, San Juan's going to have to work to shut him down. He also leads in three-point shooting this season with 28. He's got 55 rebounds on the season. That's second among the whole team, actually. Let's see, he's looks like fourth in assists with 10, and he's second with 24 steals on the team. So Braxton Pickett, obviously the big man that San Juan's going to focus on tonight, but Landry Edwards is just under 10 points per game for the Bulldogs. He's got 22 three-pointers on the season and 39 rebounds, 6 assists and 12 steals for him. Daxton Knutson, we'll hear his name all night tonight. He's averaging 8.5 points per game with 4 three-point baskets, 71 rebounds, leads the team. So he's the inside man. 25 assists is second on the team, and 17 steals for Knutson. And then it's Talon Dyring, who's averaging 7.25 PPG. He's got 5 three-pointers, 27 rebounds, 26 assists, leads the team, and 25 steals, leads the team as well. And then Bridger Hill brings up the top 5. He's averaging just under 5 points a game, and 13 three-pointers is third on the team, 14 rebounds for him, 11 assists, and 3 steals for Bridger Hill. So that's a look at the top 5. I'm assuming those are the starting 5, and we'll see how Gunnison stacks up against San Juan tonight on their home court. The Broncos are way up north and west, getting set for a couple of Region 15 matchups this weekend. Tonight in Gunnison Valley, tomorrow night in Salina against North Sevier. We're glad you've joined us. It's the High School Hoops pregame show on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford welcoming you in tonight. We'll take a quick break, and we'll return to talk about the San Juan Broncos as we set the stage here tonight at Gunnison Valley High School. Stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Red Mechanical specializes in commercial and large residential projects, providing our customers in the Four Corners area with reliable mechanical services since 1989. What was once a local plumbing company based in Blanding has now completed projects all over the Four Corners area. Our goal is to provide outstanding service with the right solutions, using the latest technology to extend equipment life and reduce energy costs. Give us a call, come by, or visit redmechanical.com.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
Hello, my name is David Palmer, and I am the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Blanding.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Stubbs. As a recently elected San Juan County Commissioner,
We are so excited to collaborate with SJC-PAC Coalition and San Juan Counseling to bring parents-empowered messaging to our beautiful Wellness Center pool area.
Parents Empowered is a Utah campaign designed to help parents understand the power they have in reducing the risk of underage drinking.
Survey data tells us that youth perception of risk in San Juan County in all grades went from 83.6% in 2019 to 68.3% in 2021. This means our kids don't understand the damage that alcohol and other drugs can cause on their developing brains.
Did you know that Utah teens reported that parental disapproval is the #1 reason they choose not to drink?
Never assume your children know what your rules, expectations, and attitudes are. Write them down and discuss them with your kids so they understand the reasons behind them.
Bonding is essential to preventing underage drinking. Children are less likely to drink when the parents are involved in their lives and when children and the parents feel close to one another.
Together, we can help build a stronger San Juan County.
Let's do this!
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple of friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School. It's high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live with the San Juan Broncos in Gunnison to take on the Bulldogs of Gunnison Valley in a Region 15 rematch. These two teams played each other on January 4th in Blanding. San Juan victorious by 11 in that game and looking to follow suit here tonight on the visiting court. And we'll switch gears on the High School Hoops pregame show now, and we've already previewed the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. Let's take a look at the visiting San Juan Broncos now, shall we? And I'll mention again, they're 9th in the 2A RPI standings, coming into this one tonight with an 8-9 record. And the Broncos picked up a nice win against Grand County last Friday, but then kind of came out real flat against Rockwell and suffered a loss. So they had a 2-game winning streak going, weren't able to stretch that to 3. But San Juan has won 5 of their last 8 games. And so we'll see if they can continue that momentum on this weekend that contains a couple of real key Region 15 games here on the road. So tougher to win on the road, and we'll see if the Broncos can overcome the visitation and see how they go against these two teams tonight. As we got a chance just a little bit ago to chat with Coach Easton Nielsen, and here's what he has to say as we get set to go here this evening in Gunnison Valley.
Coach, you guys got a good win over Grand last weekend and then kind of came out a little flat against Rockwell, unfortunately.
A lot more than kinda, to be completely honest with you. and that's not to take away from some of the weapons that Rockwell does have, but certainly we didn't play with the same effort that day. We didn't execute at the same level, and so, all we look forward today is can we get back to that level where we're at our best? Can we do some of the little things that, help us get there? And that's where our focus is today.
Yeah, long trip for you guys. Do you think that has an effect on the boys?
Not at all. Nope. They got to be ready to go. At this point of the year, we got to approach every game as a challenge to execute little things better than the team we're playing, right? Keep working to be our best and control what we can control. And so that's what it's really about. We're used to long trips at this point, so it's if we come out flat, it won't be because of that. So.
Well, I know you talked about it. You mentioned it already. How do you maintain that top level, the level that you're capable of playing at for these last few games?
Yeah, I mean, over the weekend, I had all the guys watch film between Moab and Rockwell, and I said, look for what we're doing when we're at our best that we're not doing when we're not. And, we identified some little things that are within our control that when we're doing those little things, it brings the energy we need to be at our best. And so all week long, we made it a priority to focus on those little things and let the execution and the results come as a product of that. And so that's where our focus is. If we can keep our focus on those things and do a good job with what we control, then we're going to be okay.
Well, 2-game weekend, but speaking of focus, obviously you're focused on Gunnison here tonight. You beat them at your place. What do you have to do to close it down on the series this year?
Defense is what gave us a good chance against both them and North Sevier. They've got some weapons that we have to be mindful of, namely Braxton Pickett. Landry Edwards can knock a few shots down. The Knutson kid's not bad at all. There's some weapons there that we have to make sure we make uncomfortable. We can't let them do what they want to do. And if we do that well and, of course, rebound the ball, finish possessions on defense, we're going to give ourselves a good chance. And those are the things that have put us in positions to beat good teams, and those are the things we're going to have to do every night to continue to beat good teams.
In my opinion, in any sport, when you're playing loose, you're having fun, but still executing your game plan, that's where you want to be. Do you think the boys are at that point?
Yeah, I do. These guys, they've battled all year. There's been some lessons to be learned, but the reality is we believe in who we are, and we believe that when we are at our best and when we play as who we are, we're a good basketball team, and they believe that. The guys have seen that. The guys do feel that. They practice with that belief, and that shows. And so I have no doubt that as we make it, through this last stretch of the season, that we're going to continue to play pretty good basketball.
Awesome, Coach. We appreciate it. Have fun out there tonight, man. Good luck.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
And a huge thanks to Coach Easton Nielsen for chatting with us before tonight's game as we get set to go. And both coaches taking times out of their schedule to chat with us tonight during game prep. And want to take a look individually at these San Juan Broncos. And we mentioned it these past few games. Getting Trip Palmer back, of course, has been huge for the Broncos. And he continues to be their leading scorer, very similar to Gunnison Valley. It's the one player who's in double-digit PPG, and that's Trip Palmer, 16 points per game for him. And he's got, 11 three-point baskets, so he's fourth in that department, tied for fourth. And he does lead the team in rebounding with 123 on the season. He's also got 25 assists. He's got 17 steals, 16 blocked shots. So it's a player who gets it done all over the court for San Juan. And they obviously need him to go, so it's been huge to get him back after the injury. And he's on the court again tonight as the team is out there warming up. The JV game just came to a conclusion, and San Juan winning that one by 15 points. And I heard the C-team game tonight was a blowout in favor of San Juan. So the varsity team looking to follow suit, but I do think they're going to have a battle on their hands here tonight with Gunnison on their home floor. So we'll see how it goes. But continuing down the individual stats now for San Juan, scoring-wise, Cole Duke is in second place now for San Juan, averaging 9.2 points per game. Jagger Neves has dropped down to the third spot. He's at 9.1 PPG, so those two boys are neck and neck, obviously. Jake Ivins is fourth on the team, almost 9 points per game, and Jayton Knight rounds out the top five with an average of 5.5 points per game. Three-point shooting, it's Cole Duke. It is Cole Duke leading the way, but he is tied with Brigham Nielsen. And so Brigham Nielsen, who's not in the top 5 in scoring, they both have 15 three-point baskets. So those are the top 2 long-range shooters, excuse me, for San Juan. And again, my apologies, folks. There's going to be a little bit of hacking at times. I'm still going to be dealing with a cough probably for the next month or two, and so probably for the duration of the basketball season, unfortunately. So we do appreciate you hanging in. I know it's tough sometimes to listen to me hack it up. I'll do my best to turn down the mic when I know I'm going to be hacking. Then there will be a little bit of awkward silence for you, I guess. But as they cut the lights here tonight with the team getting set to come out on the court, so it's going to be a fun laser light show here tonight. We may get a chance to turn the mic up and let you hear the festivities in here as they call the starters. We are located right at the sideline. We're right here next to the Gunnison Valley coaches. So I've also said, you know, if they want to get into it with the refs, I may just turn the mics up and let the coaches go at it down here. That'll be some good radio for us, I think. But we mentioned Cole Duke and Brigham Nielsen for San Juan, leading in three-point shooting, 15 apiece. Then it's Jayton Knight with 14, and we mentioned Trip Palmer has 11. So does Jagger Neves. So when you look at all the long-range shooting, it's pretty even across the board between those 5 players. Rebounding, Trip Palmer leading, like we said, with 123. Jagger Neves has 115. George McNaughton and Jake Ivins, both with 98 boards on the season, and Cole Duke has 79. The leading assist man, Jagger Neves. It's Jake Ivins, and that's no shock. He's got 77. Jagger Neves has 44. 34 for Cole Duke, and we mentioned Trip Palmer's 25, and then it's George McNaughton with 15. Jayton Knight has 34 assists as well. He's out of the top 5 in rebounding, so I had to go down the list to see him, so excuse me. He's tied for 3rd on the team in assists, so my apologies, Mr. Knight. Then we'll look at block shots, and Trip Palmer leading in that department with 16. Jagger Neves has 8. George McNaughton 5. So does Cole Duke, and 3 for Jake Ivins. In the steals, let's see, that is Jayton Knight. It's Jagger Neves with 30, then Jayton Knight with 22, then Trip Palmer with 17, 16 for Jake Ivins, then it's 12 for Cole Duke and 9 for George McNaughton, and that's steals for San Juan. So that's a real kind of deep dive, I think, into the individual stats for you there as we set the stage here tonight. We still got a few minutes of warm-up time out here before we get the opening tip tonight, but as we've already had a preview of, we're going to get the darkness tonight, the laser light show when they introduce Gunnison Valley, I'm sure. And so it should be a lot of fun here during the pregame. Like I said, now that we're streaming and streaming out over the radio as well, the audio quality is a little bit better. I may be able to volume the mic up and let you just hear how it's announced here tonight in the gym. We'll see if that works out. For the meantime, we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll return to continue the pregame show. And we will maybe take a look at some other games going on in the area tonight as action heats up for the weekend. Stay with us live from Gunnison Valley High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
As your kids grow up, you can't prevent this, but you can prevent 6 types of cancer. With the HPV vaccination recommended for boys and girls starting at age 9. So talk to your doctor and visit cancerutah.org/HPV for more information.
You don't have to be sidelined by sports injuries in San Juan County. Precision Rehab provides physical therapy in Monticello and Blanding, as well as Montezuma Creek and Monument Valley, where our therapists have helped athletes of all ages get back in the game since 1996. Precision Rehab is dedicated to restoring you and your loved ones to peak performance when pain and injury slow you down. We offer innovative, effective treatments that make a difference. Treatment is covered by most insurances, including Medicare. Call 435-678-3869 for an appointment. That's 435-678-3869. Or find out more at PrecisionRehabUtah.com.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home or property? Ask for the professionals at Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency. Anderson Oliver Title has provided title insurance and real estate closing services in San Juan and Grand Counties for 25 years. Anderson Oliver Title isn't just another out-of-town company. It's the only locally owned and operated title company in southeastern Utah. The owners and employees at Anderson Oliver Title are excited to support our communities and are proud to support high school athletics and activities.
Did Santa deliver some new Wi-Fi hungry gadgets? Emory Telecom has you covered. Switch to Emory Telecom eFiber Internet right now for free installation and equipment, no term contracts, and discounts for qualified households. Plus, new customers get their first 2 months of internet free. Give Emory Telecom a call right now, 298-8023 in San Juan County, 259-8521 in Moab, or visit EmoryTelecom.com. Emory Telecom, your local advantage.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School. It's Rhett Sifford welcoming you in to high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Got a little shout out to give here as we welcome you back to the pregame show. I want to say hi, and you guys can probably actually see me on the stream sitting over here in the red at the scorers table. You can see how close we are down here on the court. And I want to say hi to my wife Abby back home and the boys, Alan and James, listening for a little bit before bedtime tonight. So, hi, guys. I miss you tonight. Looking forward to getting back tomorrow. And I know they're listening to a little bit tonight here before they hit the snooze button. So, we are here at Gunnison Valley High School getting set for some basketball tonight. I know on the StreamUtah.Live side tonight, we've got a doubleheader going on down in Montezuma Creek with the White Horse teams hosting Monticello in a showdown between local teams. And that one well underway. Obviously, I'm assuming that we're close to the end in the girls' game, if not already over. And we've got other matchups going on tonight and another battle between local rivals. Over on the Colorado side, it's the NUCLA teams hosting Dolores tonight. And, of course, the boys picking up their 10th win of the season last night against DeBeck. The girls, unfortunately, not able to do that in a one-point heartbreaker. And so the NUCLA girls falling to 9-3 on the season, but the boys are 10-2. Obviously, one of the teams to beat. And, yeah, it looks like White Horse had their way with the Monticello girls. 75-42 is the score we see. And so that is probably a final 75-42. So White Horse winning the first matchup tonight in that doubleheader. And the boys looking to sweep the Monticello boys tonight. We'll see how that goes. The Buckaroos in some hostile territory down there in a gym at Montezuma Creek that's always a lot of fun during basketball season. So we mentioned the NUCLA Dolores showdown going on tonight, and that's girls and boys as well. We've got the Monument Valley girls and boys at Pinnacle tonight. That's a Region 19 doubleheader. And then a couple of one-offs while the boys are north and west for San Juan and Grand up here tonight while San Juan takes on Gunnison Valley. Grand County is in Salina taking on North Sevier. Then those two teams will switch places as the Broncos play in Salina tomorrow afternoon. Grand County will be up here against Gunnison. And then it's the same thing down in southeastern Utah. The San Juan girls are hosting Gunnison tonight while the Grand girls host North Sevier. And those two teams will switch positions as San Juan hosts North Sevier tomorrow afternoon, and Grand County will be hosting Gunnison Valley. So that's all happening this weekend. And then we've got the, we've got the Grand County swim team at their region tournament today, and that may already be in the books. That was at the Wasatch Pool in Heber City, the Wasatch Aquatic Center there in Heber City. And we've got one wrestling tournament underway today. The Montezuma Cortez Panthers are at the Sand Devil Classic in Page. We've got 3 big tournaments going on tomorrow wrestling-wise. And, of course, on StreamUtah.Live, you'll be able to watch all day as David and Bill Boyle cover the 1A divisional tournament at Monticello High School. So that'll be going on all day on StreamUtah.Live tomorrow. Also, Grand and San Juan are at the 2A divisional tournament in Beaver tomorrow afternoon. And then it's Dolores, Dove Creek, and Mancos at the Butch Melton Invitational in Ignacio tomorrow. And so that's a couple of big wrestling tournaments that have gone on in Ignacio. They had the San Juan Basin League Championships there yesterday, which Norwood won. And so a lot of basketball, a lot of wrestling going on this weekend. Obviously, we have more details on the events tomorrow when we broadcast our game tomorrow in Salina. For now, we've got Gunnison Valley here tonight, and we're nearing the pregame ceremonies here tonight. We got about a minute left of warm-up time. So I think we'll step aside for a quick break. We will return. We'll try to give you the audio live from the gym. For those of you on StreamUtah.Live, you'll be able to appreciate the laser light show as well when we return. And we'll hopefully the audio will be good enough to send over the air on the radio airwaves as well. Again, a quick break here, and we'll return as they get it underway in a second. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops live from Gunnison Valley High School on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check BlueMTNFoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street. Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer.
No matter what you've got planned for the weekend, a home makeover, a landscaping project, a backyard barbecue, your neighbors at Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding have what you need. You'll find great buys on paint, tools, and yard and garden supplies, not to mention grills, patio furniture, and pool care essentials. We carry top brands like Clark & Kensington, Craftsman, Scotts & Weber, and our helpful associates can answer all your questions. For national brands and local expertise, you can always count on Red's Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to Gunnison Valley High School. It's High School Hoops, and we've got the national anthem forthcoming.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, whose gallantly streaming, and
And a beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner tonight, and I'm unfortunately unable to provide the name of that young lady who sung the national anthem. She's a member of the cheerleading squad, Rebecca Stewart. We're hearing from the head coach now, so thanks to Coach Mooseman listening in on the broadcast tonight, and obviously a fun night chatting with him. And now we get set for the call of the starters. I thought we were going to have a laser light show, but and maybe they'll still do that for the home team. We'll see, but I think the audio is going to be good enough. I'll just put the mic up, and the PA will call the starters for us here tonight. And that'll give me a chance to hack it out while while we get the call of the starters. And you won't have to listen to me cough, but still a tiny bit of a delay. And also I see now, for those of you looking at the scoreboard on StreamUtah.Live, it looks like sometimes you're going to be looking up the nostrils of the referees as they stand over here at the scorers table. So that's pretty hilarious. We have scored some courtside seats tonight. We excuse me, almost feel like we're in the way. We feel like we're almost going to be tripping, excuse me, going to be tripping players as they come down the sideline on fast breaks tonight. So, yeah, we'll have to be careful not to stick our feet out, I guess, Caleb, and make sure we don't trip anyone coming by. We do feel like we're right out on the court, and this is even a closer vantage point than we get at the Sevier Valley Center right down the road, and I've had some pretty good vantage points from there. So this year they've got us right on the sideline. Last year we were up in the stands behind the student section. So this year the student section facing us, and so they'll be yelling at us. They do have a lot of fun in the student section, although it looks to be sparsely attended tonight. And we'll see if the crowd fills out as this game goes along. Obviously it's going to be a battle between these two Region 15 opponents here tonight, and I do believe we're getting the school song being sung right now as we prep for these two teams to come out on the floor. And we'll take a moment here as we wait for the call of the starters to let you know that high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Bradford Tire, at the center of it all at 39 East Center in Blanding. Also Colleen Kays, author of the 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power tonight. Creative Floors, covering all of San Juan County's carpet and flooring needs. And also tonight, Crowley Construction. Dirt, roads, driveways, and more. For any job, big or small, call Crowley Construction. And the drill team and the cheerleaders make their way off the floor now after their opening session. And actually, I think they're going to set up a gauntlet. And it looks like we're going to get the call the starter, so I'll turn it up, and hopefully you'll be able to hear this over the PA. Well, I'm going to say it's fun while you're in here, and just looking at the stream, it's a little tough to see. You can see the flashing lights, and they're shooting the smoke as the players come out on the floor, so it's fun. I know that's in the works as a future project in Blanding, and so a lot of fun. I hope you could hear the starters. I will call them by name here in just a second as I get the iPad set up, and just let you know in case you didn't have a clear listen to who the starters are tonight. Excuse me, but for San Juan, it's Jagger Neves, Jake Ivins, Jayton Knight, Cole Duke, and Trip Palmer, the usual suspects. And the usual suspects for Gunnison Valley as well: Talon Dyring, Daxton Knudsen, Landry Edwards, Braxton Pickett, and Caden Whitlock, all by order of number there on the jersey. And so we get set to go here tonight in the first of 2 Region 15 battles for the San Juan Broncos this weekend, up north and west. in Gunnison Valley tonight, and then Salina tomorrow night for North Sevier. Tomorrow afternoon, I should say. That's a 2 o'clock tip tomorrow, so we'll be on the air starting at 1:30. Looks like the grounds crew here is trying to sweep the sideline and having to deal with the unruly student section across the way, and I think they finally figured it out. So we got the floor swept. We're ready for the opening tip here. 8 minutes on the clock. Zeros on the scoreboard, and we get set. Actually, the referee now taking a look at maybe some needed maintenance at the free throw line. Looks like he's satisfied, or they're going to run another broom. It looks like they are going to run another. Well, we'll see. The ball's in the air, and San Juan wins the opening tip. We are underway regardless, and the Broncos have the opening possession of the night. Jake Ivins on the drive, around the defense, hands off to Trip Palmer. Goes up top for Duke. Left wing, a wide open three for Jayton Knight. Nothing but net. And the Broncos are on the board, 3-0. That's a good start for the San Juan offense. And now it's Daxton Knutson walking it across for Gunnison Valley. He'll go to the near side to the team's leading scorer, Braxton Pickett. And he adds to his assists as he dumps it down low under the bucket for Whitlock, who lays it up and in as Gunnison Valley answers San Juan's opening volley, and it's 3-2. Broncos have it back in the front court. Jagger Neves with a drive, now kicks it out. They'll go to Knight again on the left wing. He dribbles, dishes over to the right wing. A Jagger Neves three is off the mark. Rebounded by San Juan. Jake Ivins up underneath the bucket, and now he'll hand off. Trip Palmer misses a putback try ultimately, and so the Broncos unable to complete that second chance opportunity, and now Braxton Pickett leans in and scores on the Broncos. And that gives the Bulldogs a 4-3 lead. San Juan back across the line with it. And a good pace here in the early stages. There's a three for Trip Palmer that drops. And the Broncos with 2 3-point buckets lead it 6-4. And there is no lack of offense here in this first 90 seconds. Sorry, it's up to 2.5. No, it is 90 seconds. That's right, 6.5 minutes. Now a 3-point try, no good for Gunnison Valley, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Gunnison. So Pickett misses the three. The Broncos get the dead ball rebound. And now dealing with a press from Gunnison Valley. Jagger Neves with a crossover comes across. And they'll hand off to Trip Palmer. His shot is blocked in the lane and rebounded by Gunnison Valley. They'll run the floor. Right corner three on the way. Misses from Dyring. And a defensive rebound for San Juan, and now the ball sails over our heads out of bounds here as the Broncos were in transition. So there was an offensive rebound for San Juan. The Broncos hanging on to the 6-4 lead. And they will inbound in the front court. Jake Ivins goes over the far side to Cole Duke. Back to Ivins. Left wing out high. Now right wing for Jagger Neves. Neves into the corner for Trip Palmer. Back to Ivins. Underneath, one try, no good. Got his own rebound and draws a foul on the putback. He will go to the line and shoot a couple. So he got his own rebound, and the Broncos create that second chance opportunity. The first foul of the night goes against Landry Edwards for Gunnison Valley. And Jake Ivins misses on the front end of these two foul shots. So the Broncos, who were cold from the foul line against Rockwell last Saturday, begin 0 for 2 tonight as Ivins misses both, and then he kind of stayed on the free throw line and didn't go after the rebound. So Gunnison Valley pulls down the board, and they've got the basketball in their front court. On the dribble, Daxton Knutson draws a reach-in foul on Jagger Neves. And that is Neves' first, San Juan's first. Both teams with a foul apiece here in the early stages. Still 5:24 to go in the opening quarter, a 6-4 lead for San Juan. A couple of three-point baskets, and now the Broncos intercept the inbound pass, but Cole Duke steps on the baseline, they say. And so they, in fact, do not get the takeaway. And Gunnison Valley will reset on the baseline. And so the Broncos looking for another takeaway here. As Cole Duke got the interception, but he was out of bounds, and now they'll inbound an immediate bucket from Daxton Knutson. Makes it a 6-all ball game with 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Now a left wing three, no good from Jake Knight, but the Broncos again an offensive rebound. And now they will call a foul on the floor against Talon Dyring. His first, the Bulldogs' second. And the Broncos will reset on the baseline. As Jake Ivins bounces it in under the bucket to Trip Palmer. He put it up too hard off the glass. And the Broncos allow a rebound to Gunnison Valley. The Bulldogs in transition, but now San Juan steals it away as Gunnison turns it over. On the way down to the bucket, Jagger Neves draws a foul as he goes up to the bucket. Gunnison Valley thought they had the charge, but it will be against the Bulldogs, Braxton Pickett. And Jagger Neves goes to the line for San Juan, and that was a football play if I've ever seen one, as Jagger Neves got a chance to run someone over there. And something that he was not unfamiliar with on the football field this year. But now, unfortunately, the Broncos have started 0 of 3 from the line as Neves misses here. So far they haven't done any damage to Gunnison from the free throw line. It remains 6-all. Neves takes a minute to settle himself here and then drains the second of the two. So the Broncos regain the lead, albeit by 1 at 7-6. Under 5 minutes now to go in this first quarter. And here's Pickett for Gunnison Valley. Goes down into the corner. Now they come back up top. Bounding through the defense is Dyring. He'll have to dish it back out to Knutson, though. On to Pickett, left wing. Pickett will hop to the defense, tried to drive the bucket, unable to get to the bucket. He floated one up and missed it, but the rebound is mishandled out of bounds by San Juan. So Gunnison gets the dead ball rebound, and they'll have another opportunity. Pickett with an immediate right wing three, nothing but net. And Gunnison has their first lead of the night, 9-7. Now San Juan having to protect the basketball coming back into the front court. And now Pickett will steal it. The Broncos turn it over. Pickett down court for the layup, and it's 11-7. So a scoop and score, in essence, for Braxton Pickett. Now the Broncos in quick transition on the run. Trip Palmer has it left wing, and a moment now to slow it up. Jake Ivins goes to the right wing, and now Cole Duke's pass was deflected. Jake Ivins a good job to corral that, and now Trip Palmer goes to the bucket and scores off the glass. So that's a big answer for San Juan after they'd fallen down by 4, making a 2-point game again, 11-9, with just over 3.5 to go in the opening quarter. Here's Pickett with a right wing three, a little bit short, and rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos in transition on the run. Trip Palmer pulls up on the right wing. He's outside the arc, but he needs help. And he'll dump it back to Jagger Neves near the midcourt paint. Neves lobs it back to Trip Palmer, right wing. He's got the ball over his head, comes inside to Cole Duke. Almost had it stripped away. Now Duke comes cross court to Jake Ivins. Ivins drive to the bucket, can't get the finger roll to fall though. Rebounded by Gunnison. They're on the run across the line. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Ball up off the glass, wasn't really a shot. And now a drive through the lane for Daxton Knutson. He'll draw a foul on San Juan. And this will be the first of the night on Jake Ivins. And it looks like into the ball game for the first time tonight is George McNaughton for San Juan. And now Pickett and Knutson lobbing it in and out to each other. And now a shot from Knutson on a spinner, no good. Rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos run in transition. Jake Ivins has the ball stripped away by Talon Dyring, but it's a foul on Dyring. That'll be his second, and now Gunnison Valley has 4 in this first quarter. We've still got 2:38 to go in the frame. So one more foul, and Gunnison will put San Juan in the bonus. Here's Jake Ivins to the left wing for Trip Palmer. Back to Ivins in the midcourt paint. Right side for Duke. Lobs it cross court for Knight. Now up to the top of the key, Ivins again. Trip Palmer tries to spin away from a man down into the corner. Hands it inside to Knight. Now on to Cole Duke. He was just to the left of the bucket, missed the layup. Now Jake Ivins draws a foul. Can't make the shot, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2. So the Broncos doing a good job rebounding here in the early stages. Out rebounding Gunnison right now, 9-4 in this one as Jake Ivins goes to the line for a second trip here. That is the first foul of the night on Caden Whitlock, the 6-foot senior forward. And we'll see if the Broncos can break through from the line, but no, Jake Ivins remains over as he misses the first of 2. So Ivins toes the line, second shot on the way, and that one is short. So he's a bit snake bitten, and it remains 11-9 Gunnison Valley. As Knudsen brings it in for the Bulldogs, and he'll hand off, and now a man into the game for the first time tonight, number 45, Bridger Hill. There is Knudsen with the basketball again. Dumps it back to number 1, Carter Christensen. Now to Knudsen again. We're going to get a foul on San Juan off the ball, it looks like. And this is the second on Jake Ivins, and now the third against San Juan. And we're just under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter, 1:51 on the clock. 11-9 for Gunnison Valley. San Juan led early on, but 6 of their 9 points have come on 2 3-point baskets tonight. And now top of the key, there's Christensen with the basketball for Gunnison Valley. Hands off to Hill. And now down inside they go to Knudsen. Dish it back out to the right wing for 3. No good from Christensen. Carter Christensen missed the 3, rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos have it in the front court. Jayton Knight gets a handoff from Jagger Neves. Knight could dribble, but lobs it up for Cole Duke instead. He comes right through traffic, up off the glass and good for the Broncos. That's his first points of the night, and we are knotted at 11 apiece with 1:11 to go in the first quarter. So ones are wild. And now the ball knocked away from Pickett, but Gunnison's able to corral that loose ball. So they've got it set up out on the perimeter. Here's Pickett. Little stop and start, almost got around Cole Duke. Now he gets the shot blocked by Duke. Not once, but twice, but he scores on the second and a foul. So Pickett missed the first try on a shot block from San Juan, but he got his own rebound and then scored on the second, and now he's got to add one opportunity. The first foul of the night on Cole Duke for San Juan. And Pickett's shot is through. So he's up to 10 points on the night, and it's a 14-11 lead for the hometown squad. Here's San Juan with it in the front court. Trip Palmer looking for some help. Lobbed it up under the basket, but nobody was there. And it's intercepted, stolen away by Gunnison as they'll work it up court here. And now Pickett has it on the right wing, working on the defensive Jagger Neves. Neves goes to him and forces a pass back out high. Down to 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now the Broncos steal it away. And Trip Palmer runs it into the front court. Jagger Neves thought about the left wing 3. Dribbles it back out. Now goes down into the corner. And it's Jayton Knight who will send it back up top here right in front of us. Now Trip Palmer puts up the right wing 3 at the buzzer. No good, and that's the way the quarter ends. It's a 14-11 lead after 8 minutes for the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. We'll take a break and return for the start of the second quarter. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Desert Rivers Credit Union is proud to team up with the communities in our corner of the state. A nationwide network of ATMs and branches, full line of mortgage products, local decision-making, low fees, and great rates for every credit score are just a few of the things we bring to the team. And to top it off, we are for people, not profit. Come by and meet our team at one of our 4 branch locations or visit DesertRiversCU.com. We love our communities and are proud to support our youth.
Here at Utah Navajo Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
TaylorMade Wooden Heritage is the Four Corners source for high-quality, beautiful, and long-lasting custom residential and commercial cabinetry for over 50 years. TaylorMade Monuments designs custom monuments and headstones crafted with care and artistry to honor your loved ones for generations. TaylorMade is family-owned and operated and offers competitive pricing. Call them today for a free quote. 435-678-2523. TaylorMade Wooden Heritage and TaylorMade Monuments, proud sponsors of San Juan High School sports.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School as we're underway to start the second quarter in a 14-11 lead for the hometown Bulldogs. And it's knocked out of bounds by San Juan, so Gunnison Valley will reset in the offensive end. Bridger Hill lobs it into the middle, and it's caught there by Whitlock. I don't think the coaching staff enjoyed that inbound pass, but now a shot is blocked as Landry Edwards goes up for the three, blocked by San Juan. The Broncos have 2 blocks in the ball game now, and they got the rebound as well. So San Juan has it in the front court. Jagger Neves with the basketball. He'll back it up toward the midcourt paint. Now gets a return pass from Cole Duke, goes to the right side. Neves bounces it into traffic. Trip Palmer with the 6-foot fade, and that falls. And the Broncos back on the board within 1 now, 14-13. Not quite a minute into the second quarter. Left wing with it is Carter Christensen. Dribbles around Jagger Neves, now goes up top for Bridger Hill. He's the shortest man on the floor, tries to go around another short man for San Juan. That's Baylor Nielsen, the 5'10 junior. But it ends up going to Braxton Pickett in the left corner. He floats up the three, missed it, and the rebound goes out of bounds off Gunnison, so it'll be San Juan basketball going the other way. And the Broncos stay within 1. It's 14-13, 6:45 to go in the first half now as Jagger Neves walks it across for the Broncos. Gets a return pass from Cole Duke, dribbles to the right wing. Braxton Pickett stuck his hand in there, almost got the jump ball, but they'll go up top, and a Cole Duke three is good. The Broncos back on top, 16-14. As Bridger Hill runs it up for Gunnison Valley, now hands off to Braxton Pickett. Lobs up a pass, and it's intercepted by San Juan. The Broncos the other way. Cole Duke with an over-under. Can't get the roll to go, though. They'll go right back to the bucket, and Trip Palmer scores for San Juan as the Broncos do a great job creating those second-chance opportunities with the offensive rebounds. The Broncos out-rebounding the Bulldogs now 13-5, and they lead the game 18-14. Just under 6 to go in the first half. There's a drive to the bucket. Drawing the foul is Landry Edwards. He'll go to the line and shoot a couple. And the foul's going to be on George McNaughton, his first of the night for San Juan. Whoop, and I did forget to, let's see here. Well, I did forget to change the quarter, so I'll have to do that now on the old iPad. So my fouls will be off, but that is our first foul of the quarter. So let's see. It looks like unable to score on the first of the 2 shots is Landry Edwards. So it remains 18-14 for San Juan. Missed the second one as well. And so neither team very strong from the free throw line to start. And the Broncos pull down that defensive board. They've got a chance to add to the lead here. Trip Palmer into the lane, spots Jake Ivins. A lot of body contact under there. He had to lob it up, no good. Rebound is kicked back out. Trip Palmer missed the three. And another try is going to result in a shooting foul for George McNaughton. So a couple of offensive rebounds there for San Juan make that happen. And George McNaughton will go to the line on the second foul of the night against Caden Whitlock. And so 1 foul for either team here, and George McNaughton unable to score on the foul shot. So the Broncos are now 1 of 7 from the line to start the night. McNaughton drains the second, though. So he's on the stat sheet with a point, and the Bronco lead is up to 5, 19-14. And now Gunnison Valley will walk it across the timeline in this beautiful gym here at Gunnison Valley High School. And now Bridger Hill will send it across the top of the key. Paxton on to Whitlock, but now the ball knocked away and stolen by San Juan again. The Broncos have a number of steals, 4 in this first half, and now a 3 out of the corner for Jagger Neves is no good. Rebound for San Juan again, so another offensive rebound. There's a missed shot from Trip Palmer, and so San Juan unable to take advantage. It remains 19-14. 4:45 to go now in the half as Braxton Pickett hands off to Daxton Knutson for Gunnison Valley. They've got it in the front court. Bridger Hill with the basketball, trying to go around Jake Ivins, but hands off to Knutson. He's unable to penetrate, hands off to Pickett. Pickett spins away in the middle of the D and gets the shot to go from close range. Pickett is up to 12 points on the night. That's 12 of Gunnison Valley's 16. And now he gets another steal, and he draws a foul as he's running in transition. So Gunnison got the steal, and it's going to be the first foul tonight against Trip Palmer. And that may have been a good foul right there, prevented probably an easy layup for Braxton Pickett. Gives San Juan's defense a chance to get in the defensive end here with 4:20 to go. But it is a foul on the leading scorer for the Broncos, as Gunnison Valley brings it into the front court. They'll go down to the right wing for Pickett. Back to Pickett. He's open for 3. Misses the shot short. And it's rebounded by Gunnison Valley. They miss another chance. Close in, Daxton Knutson. So that was a rare offensive rebound for Gunnison Valley. Now the Broncos have it back in the offensive end. 3 out of the corner is good for Jagger Neves. And the Bronco lead is 6, 22-16, with 3:40 to go in the half. Cross-court pass now to Christensen, and his pass/shot is knocked away, stolen by San Juan. And the Broncos run it up. Jagger Neves gets a handoff from Jake Ivins. Missed the 3. Maybe he thought he'd have the hot hand there, but it's not to be. Rebound by Gunnison, and they're headed the other way. The shot is waved away here, as it looks like we get a foul on the floor against San Juan. And it will be the second on Jagger Neves, with 3:19 to go in the first half here. For the Broncos, it's 3 fouls in the quarter. And nobody ended up going into the bonus in that first quarter, so we'll see what we get here in this second frame. Still, again, 3:19 remaining as they inbound to Pickett. Couple of touch passes to the right wing, and now touch pass again, and this time it's going to go out of bounds on the far side. So Daxton Knutson going up in the air and just kind of touch passing it over. And like I've said tonight, we are sitting right next to the Gunnison Valley coaches, and I don't think there was a lot of celebration on that play the way that went. So looks like we're going to get our first timeout of the game called by Coach Mooseman of Gunnison Valley with 3:12 to go in the first half and a 22-16 lead for the visiting San Juan Broncos. We'll step aside as well and return for the continuation of the second quarter. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease barriers to self-reliance. To learn more, visit any USU Learning Center in San Juan County or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjsd.org.
Welcome back to Gunnison Valley High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back in tonight as we come back with a 22-16 lead for San Juan. 3:12 remaining in this first half now. And San Juan with the basketball as we get back underway as Jake Ivins hands off to Duke. Now onto the left wing. And now they'll go down into the right corner. Jake Knight having trouble with it down there, but corrals it. Now no-look pass. Back here up top for Baylor Nielsen. Missed the 3. Rebound by San Juan, though. And another try for Cole Duke. No good for 3. So another offensive rebound for San Juan, but they can't make it pay. They're out rebounding Gunnison now 19-7 on the night. Broncos have 5 steals in this game. Gunnison Valley with 3. Couple of blocks for San Juan tonight. And they're winning the turnover battle as well. There's a couple tries, and finally on the second, they allow Carter Christensen to get his own rebound, and he lays it up and in. So an offensive rebound for Gunnison that time. Now it's stolen away by Gunnison, and they throw it down court to Pickett. What an athletic play as he lays that up and in on his way underneath the backboard there, and it's back to a 2-point game, 22-20 for San Juan. Cole Duke in the corner for Trip Palmer, throws it in the middle. It's intercepted there by Pickett, but they're going to call a foul on Gunnison Valley. This will be against Daxton Knudsen. And so San Juan gets set to inbound with a fresh shot clock here. Jake Ivins takes a handoff back from Baylor Nielsen. Lobs it far side for Knight. Now gets a return pass on the left wing. Back cross court for Knight again. Knight comes no look to Ivins. Ivins drives into traffic in the middle. Nice dish down low to Trip Palmer, who goes up and in off the glass. It's 24-20 with 100 seconds remaining in this first half. The Broncos back up to a 4-point lead as Braxton Pickett takes the handoff in the offensive end. He's got 14 of Gunnison's 20 points so far in this one. We're down to 90 seconds remaining in the half. There was a 3-step walk, that time not called, on Talon Dyring. He missed the shot anyway. The Broncos got the rebound, and in transition, it looks like offensive charge against Jake Ivins. That's going to be his 3rd foul of the game. So Jake Ivins, the perennial bull in a china shop, up to 3 fouls here and a bit of foul trouble in this first half, and he'll have to sit probably for the remainder of this second quarter with 1:22 to go. And it'll be Daxton Knudsen picking the ball up at midcourt, and he will transition the Bulldogs back into their front court. Now it is Bridger Hill on the left wing. Couple of crossovers. Can't penetrate on Nielsen, though. Now Braxton Pickett, who has no trouble penetrating, but he'll dish it back out. Now Bridger Hill throws up the 3, and it rims out. And that is a short man. He's listed at 5'7". San Juan gets the rebound off the miss. And now the Broncos have it in their front court. Trip Palmer jumping near the lane. Now hands off. Baylor Nielsen puts up the 3, and that rims out. So a couple of 3 balls rimming out for either team. Rebounded by the defense, and now Gunnison Valley has it back in their front court with 35 seconds to go in the half. San Juan leads it 24-20. Braxton Pickett out on the wing, dumps it down on the baseline. Now they'll go cross court, back to the wing. A 3 on the way from Hill, again no good. Rebounded by San Juan once again, and the Broncos run in transition. And here's a fresh face in again for the Broncos, Brig Palmer. The 6'1" freshman forward has been getting some action of late. And he'll work a give and go with Jayton Knight. Now over to Cole Duke. Back up top for Palmer. And Palmer slings it down low under the bucket. Cole Duke wasn't expecting that. And that'll be turned back over now as the Broncos throw it out of bounds. So San Juan suffers their 5th turnover of the game. Gunnison Valley throws it down court, puts up a shot at the buzzer. It is rebounded on the miss from Landry Edwards by San Juan. And that is how the half comes to a close. So the Broncos trailed for a little bit, but they rally and they lead it by 4, 24-20 at the break. Take a break. We will take a break, and we will return with some first half stats. Stay with us live from Gunnison Valley High School. It is High School Hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
The San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. The San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. The San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School, where the Gunnison Valley drill team is performing right now at halftime in our high school hoops matchup tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. And in the basketball action, excuse me, it's a 24-20. Excuse me, it is a 24-20 lead for San Juan through the first 16 minutes, and we'll take a look at some first half stats for you right now. And boy, a lot of offense in that first quarter. 18 points for San Juan, 14 for Gunnison Valley, and it really drops off in the second quarter. Both teams scoring just 6 points in that frame. San Juan's largest lead was up to 6 points in the first half, and it's down to 4 at the halftime break. So Gunnison Valley at some point in that first half enjoyed a 4-point lead, so the Broncos trailed for a little bit. But San Juan has held sway for the majority tonight. And we'll look at the shooting stats now, starting it off with the San Juan Broncos, who are leading 36% in that first half of play, 9 of 25 from the floor. Gunnison Valley 9 of 27 for 33%. Three-point range shooting. San Juan pretty cold, 1 of 10 for 10%. Gunnison Valley, I'm sorry, that can't be true. I'm looking at the wrong stats. Excuse me, I've got it reversed. Gunnison Valley leading from the floor, 36%, 9 of 25. San Juan 33%, 9 of 27. My apologies. I knew once we got to the three-point shooting, San Juan did a better job. They actually hit 4 of 13 for 31% from beyond the arc. Gunnison Valley was 1 of 10 for 10%. From the free throw line, San Juan ended the half 2 of 8 for 25%. The Bulldogs 1 of 3 for 33%. I mentioned this throughout the first half, but San Juan out-rebounding Gunnison Valley in that first half, 23-9. 10 of those rebounds for San Juan were offensive, and that creates those all-important second chance opportunities. And then in the turnover department, San Juan and Gunnison Valley all knotted at 5 apiece there. The Broncos had 2 blocks in the first half and 5 steals. Gunnison Valley, I have them credited for 4 steals in that first half. Individually, not surprisingly for Gunnison Valley, it's Braxton Pickett, their leading scorer, leading the way for all scorers tonight. He's got 14 so far, and everybody else just with 2 points for Gunnison Valley, so not a whole lot of help for Pickett. 2 for Carter Christensen, Daxton Knudsen, and Caden Whitlock tonight. For San Juan, it's Trip Palmer leading the way with 11 points for the Broncos. Cole Duke had 5 points in the first half. Jagger Neves had 4. Jayton Knight, 3 points so far tonight, and 1 point for George McNaughton in that first half. The 3-point baskets, 4 of them for San Juan, 1 apiece for Jagger Neves, Jayton Knight, Cole Duke, and Trip Palmer. For Gunnison Valley, it's Braxton Pickett with the only 3-point bucket for the Bulldogs. And so again, at halftime, it's the San Juan Broncos leading the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs 24-20. The drill team and the cheerleading team have both performed here tonight for Gunnison Valley. Unfortunately, where our camera is situated, you were looking at their backs, I believe. So now we've got some other presentation going on at midcourt as the halftime break continues. We're going to send it away, and we will return for our continued halftime show here. It is high school hoops with the San Juan Broncos leading Gunnison Valley 24-20 live at Gunnison Valley High School tonight. Stay with us. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Let's talk cancer. Monticello, Utah. If you lived, worked, or attended school in Monticello, Utah from 1941 to 2002 for at least 3 years, you might have a higher cancer risk from uranium tailing exposure. Apply to get a free cancer screening today. One screening could bring peace of mind to you, your friends, and family members. Help spread the word and save a life. Screenings are available for a limited time through San Juan Public Health. Call today, 435-587-3838, or visit sanjuanpublichealth.org to apply.
San Juan Building Supply has offered a full range of building supplies to San Juan County for more than 32 years. From the start of your project to the finish, San Juan Building Supply has high-quality products for all your needs, and they can deliver. Drop by 1050 South Main Street in Blanding, call 678-2000, or visit sjvs.com. San Juan Building Supply, a proud sponsor of our local teams.
Hi everyone, I'm Lieutenant John Young with the San Juan County Sheriff's Office. Our job is to protect and serve those who live in this great county we call home. Youth are a very important part of our communities. It is normal for children to become more independent and mature as they get older, but parental involvement drops by half between the 6th and 12th grade when our kids need us the most. To help stay involved and connected with your children, just ask the 5 W's. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who will you be with? When will you be home? And will there be drugs or alcohol? It's not being nosy, it's being a good parent. So come on, San Juan County, let's do this.
Red Mechanical specializes in commercial and large residential projects, providing our customers in the Four Corners area with reliable mechanical services since 1989. What was once a local plumbing company based in Blanding has now completed projects all over the Four Corners area. Our goal is to provide outstanding service with the right solutions, using the latest technology to extend equipment life and reduce energy costs. Give us a call, come by, or visit redmechanical.com.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School. It's Rhett Sifford welcoming you in once again tonight. It's halftime here tonight at Gunnison Valley with the San Juan Broncos leading the Bulldogs 24-20 on the road. San Juan boys with a couple of key Region 15 matchups tonight at Gunnison High School, and then tomorrow night at North Sevier down in Salina. which is where we'll be staying the night. And I misspoke. Remember, I forgot to switch over the quarters, so I got a couple of skewed stats, and it was Gunnison Valley leading San Juan 14-11 after one quarter. So the Broncos came on to score 13 points in that second quarter, while Gunnison Valley only got 6. So the Broncos rallied in the second half. Only one other score that I can find tonight. We already mentioned so I guess there's a couple, but not for our local teams. The one local score I have tonight is Whitehorse girls beat Monticello in a blowout down in Montezuma Creek tonight. 75-42 was the final there. And then we got a halftime score up here nearer to us. We do have an update, and it looks like the Monticello boys leading Whitehorse in that boys game. It looks like it's in the third quarter, leading by 20 points there, 59-39. So Monticello boys seem to be well on their way for some revenge for the girls tonight. We've got a score over here involving one of the top teams in 2A, and that's South Sevier leading Millard at the halftime break, 30-22. We've got some other scores that I'm receiving from the Mid-Utah radio guys. Delta leading North St. Pete 35-16 at the half. Manti is trailing Emory 23-17 at the half. Richfield is up over Carbon 36-14. And all these scores at the halftime break. Kanab is up 24-15 over Parowan. Canyon View 30, Juab 23 at the half. And it looks like those are all the halftime scores, at least from the Mid-Utah radio guys. So thanks for putting me on the text group there, getting those scores updated. Unfortunately, we don't have any more local scores for you back in the Red Rock 92 listening area to report. A lot of those will probably be posted later tonight. So we have an idea how things are going here at Gunnison Valley. We have an idea how things are going down in Montezuma Creek, but other than that, we're pretty much in the dark as far as our local teams go. It's a lengthy halftime here tonight. There's a special presentation going on out here on the floor. And again, it's a 24-20 lead for the visiting San Juan Broncos here tonight at Gunnison Valley High School. We'll send it away for another break, and we'll return here in just a little while for the start of the second half. Stay with us. It is high school hoops tonight at Gunnison Valley High School in Gunnison, Utah on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
As your kids grow up, you can't prevent this, but you can prevent 6 types of cancer. With the HPV vaccination recommended for boys and girls starting at age 9. So talk to your doctor and visit cancerutah.org/HPV for more information.
You don't have to be sidelined by sports injuries in San Juan County. Precision Rehab provides physical therapy in Monticello and Blanding, as well as Montezuma Creek and Monument Valley, where our therapists have helped athletes of all ages get back in the game since 1996. Precision Rehab is dedicated to restoring you and your loved ones to peak performance when pain and injury slow you down. We offer innovative, effective treatments that make a difference. Treatment is covered by most insurances, including Medicare. Call 435-678-3869 for an appointment. That's 435-678-3869. Or find out more at PrecisionRehabUtah.com.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home or property? Ask for the professionals at Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency. Anderson Oliver Title has provided title insurance and real estate closing services in San Juan and Grand Counties for 25 years. Anderson Oliver Title isn't just another out-of-town company. It's the only locally owned and operated title company in southeastern Utah. The owners and employees at Anderson Oliver Title are excited to support our communities and are proud to support high school athletics and activities.
Did Santa deliver some new Wi-Fi hungry gadgets? Emory Telecom has you covered. Switch to Emory Telecom eFiber Internet right now for free installation and equipment, no term contracts, and discounts for qualified households. Plus, new customers get their first 2 months of internet free. Give Emory Telecom a call right now. 298-8023 in San Juan County, 259-8521 in Moab, or visit EmoryTelecom.com. Emory Telecom, your local advantage.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check BlueMTNFoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street. Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer.
No matter what you've got planned for the weekend, a home makeover, a landscaping project, a backyard barbecue, your neighbors at Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding have what you need. You'll find great buys on paint, tools, and yard and garden supplies, not to mention grills, patio furniture, and pool care essentials. We carry top brands like Clark & Kensington, Craftsman, Scotts & Weber, and our helpful associates can answer all your questions. For national brands and local expertise, you can always count on Red's Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School in Gunnison, Utah. The San Juan Broncos on a 2-day trip up north here, close to Richfield, Utah. In fact, Gunnison Valley is basically the same distance mileage-wise, and so it's pretty much a 3.5-hour trip from where I left from today, Monticello. But, of course, for those of you who traveled all the way from Blanding, it's closer to a 4-hour trip. But right now the Broncos holding the advantage on the road with a 24-20 lead. Every time I go to announce the score, I get a cough attack, so my apologies. I think once I get that score announced, it's a little bit smoother, but they had some special presentations here at halftime, so the halftime went a little bit long. We've got a moment now to let you know that high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Dependable Auto Repair. Brad Stoddard and his crew get the job done. Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kids. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life in the Intermountain West. Napa Motor Parts, get everything you need in Blanding and Monticello. Pick a Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, offering a wide variety of quality customized products. Primary Residential Mortgage, with 30 years of know-how, they'll structure the best deal for you. San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. And Lee Collision Repair and Restoration tonight, the place for top quality auto body and glass service in Blanding. And a big thanks to all the sponsors who make the broadcast possible. We could not do it without you. So we get set for the start of the second half now. And it's the San Juan Broncos leading the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs 24-20. Broncos looking for 2 key road wins on this weekend trip against a couple of Region 15 opponents important games this weekend as we wind down this regular season and head toward the postseason. And so the Broncos looking to keep their foot on the gas. They have won 5 of their last 8. And I believe it's 7 of their last 9. Let me confirm that real quick. 5 of their last 8. I don't have any other stats other than that. And the Broncos have done a great job overcoming a bit of a flat game this past Saturday against Rockwell. And we'll see if they can keep the energy here for this entire road trip. We are about to get underway to start the second half. It's going to be San Juan basketball as Jagger Neves inbounds to Cole Duke, and we are, in fact, underway. And the crowd has fallen a little bit quiet here tonight. Broncos going from left to right on your radio dial, but on the video stream, they're going from right to left. Based on where the camera is situated in this gym across from us. The Broncos working it on the perimeter now. Jayton Knight's pass was deflected, but he was able to corral it. Now San Juan down to 9 seconds on the shot clock. Missing a first try from Cole Duke, but a beautiful tap back there by Trip Palmer. And the Broncos draw first blood in the second half. They're up by 6 again. That matches their largest lead of the night. Braxton Pickett, though, answers immediately with a three-pointer. And Gunnison's back to within 3. It's 26-23. Braxton Pickett, 17 of their 23 points now. Nice little look off there from Jagger Neves to George McNaughton. Now the ball is still loose. McNaughton missed the shot. It's rebounded, and Pickett coming back the other way travels, and that'll turn it back over to San Juan. So defensive rebound for Gunnison, then the turnover, and the Broncos get it back. And so it'll be Jagger Neves walking it across the timeline, hands off to Cole Duke. And Duke on the dribble to the far side is fouled. And it looks like that's going to be the second on Braxton Pickett. That is the first foul of the second half. And now with 6:40 to go in this third quarter, San Juan will inbound again. Cole Duke has it in the midcourt paint. Dribble it up to the top of the key. Now bounces it to the left wing, Trip Palmer, who's sporting some blonde hair tonight. I haven't seen him sporting the blonde until now. Jagger Neves puts up a shot, no good. He was on the run, and it's rebounded by Gunnison. So right now, Gunnison doing a better job on the boards than they were in the first half. Braxton Pickett dumps it down low to Talon Dyring. He ends up losing the ball out of bounds, but it was knocked away by San Juan. Tough to see some of the action here. When it's down here on my left side, the referees can get in our way. So we're doing our best. I think I'll look forward to having maybe a higher vantage point tomorrow at North Sevier High School. Braxton Pickett has it, just elects to take the 22-footer and drains his second 3 in a row. He's got 20. Gunnison has 26. We are all tied at 26 with that bucket. San Juan sets it back up. There's Cole Duke having it stripped away, and it's nearly stolen. Jagger Neves goes down hard. And they're going to give the ball to Braxton Pickett and the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. So it is a steal by Gunnison and a turnover by San Juan. And that's 6 steals in the game now. Sorry, that's 5 steals in the game for both teams. That was Gunnison Valley's 5th, and now they'll inbound in the backcourt to Daxton Knudsen. He'll walk it back across the line. No press from San Juan. All tied at 26 here. The Broncos' 6-point lead has evaporated. Going right to the bucket, but missing the finger roll is Knudsen, rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos trying to regain their lead. Lob it up for Jagger Neves into the middle, spins away, dishes it back out to the wing. Jayton Knight banks in a three-pointer. Maybe not what he planned, but the lead is back for San Juan, 29-26. And to the right wing now, Braxton Pickett working around Cole Duke. runs with the ball. No call. And hands it off to the left wing. The Broncos knock it away. They get the steal. And in transition, Trip Palmer running to the bucket, missed the layup. It's rebounded by Gunnison Valley as it goes back and forth a little bit here now. They'll dish it on the right wing. A three for Daxton Knutson bounces off. Rebounded by San Juan. So back and forth with the misses here. And Jagger Neves pulls up at the top of the key, hands off left wing for Trip Palmer. So we slow it down finally after it opened up there for a little bit. And now Cole Duke on the wing gets a pass from Neves. Neves will get a return pass. Right wing goes baseline. He's fouled as he goes up with the shot. They'll say it's on the floor actually. And this will be the second foul on Gunnison Valley in this half or in this quarter. And it's the third on Caden Whitlock tonight. So I'm guessing Whitlock's going to come off. Braxton Pickett is coming off, and that's pretty rare. He does indeed bring Whitlock with him. So it's Bridger Hill and Carter Christensen who go out onto the floor for Gunnison Valley. The Broncos, meanwhile, inbound the basketball. Palmer can't score from close in, but the Broncos get their own rebound and have got another opportunity. Three on the way from Palmer, no good. Cole Duke gets that rebound. So back-to-back offensive rebounds for San Juan, and now a whistle will be a foul on Talon Dyring, and that'll be his third. So Pickett will have to immediately come right back in with two fouls of his own. So the Broncos offensive rebounding, creating this opportunity, and now the ball is kicked as Jagger Neves tries to inbound, and so San Juan will reset. Fresh shot clock, by the way. And we'll see what the Broncos do to get it in this time. Neves was running out of time, but he spots Cole Duke streaking right through the traffic. Duke lays it up and in, and boy, three offensive rebounds that time ultimately resulted in points for San Juan, and they've got a 31-26 lead. Now a whistle as Cole Duke reaches in to foul Braxton Pickett on his way through traffic. And that's the second on Duke. Broncos first in the second half. And Bridger Hill gets the basketball in for Gunnison Valley. Now they'll find Pickett open in the left corner. He missed the three, though. Rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos run in transition to the bucket. Missing the shot, Trip Palmer, but he draws a foul. He'll go to the line. And it's the second on Daxton Knutson as Gunnison Valley starts to hit some legitimate foul trouble now midway through this third quarter. They've got two players with three fouls, two with two among the starting five. And Trip Palmer drains the first of the two foul shots. So make it a 6-point lead again for San Juan after Gunnison Valley had tied the game at 26 apiece. And we'll see if the Broncos can get above their or set a new largest lead of the game. They cannot. Trip Palmer missed the second foul shot, and it's rebounded by Gunnison Valley. They run in transition right through the defense to the bucket, missing the shot, but drawing the foul is Daxton Knutson. He will go to the line and shoot a couple. And this is the second. Well, I thought it was going to be on Jake Ivins, but that must still be Daxton Knutson they're showing up there. Ivins hasn't been back in the game for San Juan. He's in foul trouble as well with three. Meanwhile, Daxton Knutson misses the first of the two foul shots. They still haven't put up the foul. Jagger Neves called for it, okay. So it's three on Neves, that's what it is. It's 3 on 2. Daxton Knutson misses one, but makes the second of the two foul shots. So it's a 32-27 lead now for San Juan. Speaking of Jagger Neves, he misses a shot down in the front court, and it's rebounded by Gunnison Valley. The Bulldogs on the run across the line, and Bridger Hill takes a handoff. Good move. Goes around Nielsen, but dishes off to the wing. Now they come back up top. Straightaway three is no good for Landry Edwards, but they get their own rebound, and drawing another foul is Daxton Knutson. So that's what offensive rebounds do for you. They cause the defense to have to work. And Trip Palmer ends up registering his second foul of the ball game. And for the second time in a row, Knutson's at the line for Gunnison Valley. And he's the first of these other players to get off just 2 points. I tell you what, it's been all Braxton Pickett. He has 20 of their 27. Daxton Knutson has 3, but Knutson does miss the first of the 2 foul shots here. Second is good again, so he stays 500, now 2 of 4 at the line. And it's 32-28. Knutson has 4 points for Gunnison Valley. But again, Pickett is the main man. And there's a 3, good for Baylor Nielsen as the Broncos answer. And it's 35-28. Gunnison Valley back in the front court with it, and a travel will be called down in the corner. So the Bulldogs turn it over on an unforced error. And Baylor Nielsen now, I think Cole Duke has probably had one in this game, but those 2 players stay neck and neck, leading San Juan with 3-point shooting. Nielsen, of course, comes off the bench for San Juan. He gets the ball again on the wing. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Top of the key, it's the freshman out there again, Brig Palmer. Palmer quarterbacking the play. Hands off to Baylor Nielsen, lobs it down in the corner for Trip Palmer. Palmer comes back up top for Cole Duke. A lot of non-starters out there now for San Juan, and Trip Palmer gets stuffed, but he's fouled as he goes up to the bucket, and he'll go to the line once again. This will be the second foul on Landry Edwards. And so Palmer at the line. This is his second trip in the quarter. No pun intended. And he drains the first of 2. So he's up to 15 points now for San Juan. And the Bronco lead is up to 36-28. An 8-point lead now is the largest of the game for San Juan. And Palmer toes the line for his second shot. It's on the way. And good. So Trip Palmer, a good trip that time, makes it 37-28. San Juan's lead is 9. And Daxton Knutson with the basketball for Gunnison Valley. Dishes as he drives. A 3 is up, no good. And that, I think, let's see, they get their own rebound. Another 3 on the way, no good. That was Christensen who missed the original 3. Now San Juan gets the rebound. Trip Palmer spins from the bucket, misses the shot, but the Broncos get their own rebound here. And now Baylor Nielsen puts up a 3, and it rolls in. So a couple rebounds for San Juan there, and back-to-back 3s for Baylor Nielsen have increased San Juan's lead up to 12. It's 40-28. 88 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Broncos have increased it to their biggest lead of the game at the key moment of the game as we wind down the third quarter. We'll step aside while this timeout is on the floor, and we'll return for the finale of the third quarter. Stay with us live from Gunnison Valley High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Desert Rivers Credit Union is proud to team up with the communities in our corner of the state. A nationwide network of ATMs and branches, full line of mortgage products, local decision-making, low fees, and great rates for every credit score are just a few of the things we bring to the team. And to top it off, we are for people, not profit. Come by and meet our team at one of our 4 branch locations or visit desertriverscu.com. We love our communities and are proud to support our youth.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School. It's Rhett Sifford welcoming you back in. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We're into the final 70 seconds now of the it's 80 seconds now of the third quarter. A 40-28 lead for San Juan. Gunnison Valley out of the timeout. Draws up a good play, though. And they score as Caden Whitlock lays it up and in. And now a Bronco player goes tumbling down. That's Jake Ivins. And Braxton Pickett, the game and the Gunnison Valley team's leading scorer, draws his third. And so he's got 20 of their 30 points, and now that's his third foul. So the Broncos are all right with that. And Jake Ivins is at the line. So Ivins back in late here in this third quarter, but man, he continues to struggle from the free throw line. He misses again. And he'll try to break through here, but he's 0 of 5 and trying to avoid going over, and he does get a friendly roll this time. So he is on the stat sheet, the final Broncos starter to get a point tonight. He has one, and it's a 41-30 lead for San Juan. Their lead was up to 12, but now down to 11. And here are the Bulldogs in the front court. There's a shot blocked by Trip Palmer, but they say he fouled Braxton Pickett. No, excuse me, it's going to be on Brig Palmer. So that's actually a break for San Juan. That's Palmer's first foul. That would have been Trip Palmer's third. And Trip Palmer was the one who blocked the shot. So they may change this. They're talking this over. They're going to say it was a foul on the floor, not during the shot. So the foul was away from the ball, apparently. I was going to say, I thought that the Trip Palmer block was clean, and the foul apparently was on another location on the floor. So Gunnison Valley will reset with a fresh shot clock. I'm going to say the block counts for San Juan and the miss, as Pickett answers immediately and scores, making it 41-32. San Juan has it back in their front court, down to 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jake Ivins drive to the bucket but missed the layup. Rebounded by Gunnison Valley. Here's Braxton Pickett on the crossover. Goes to the hole, gets the shot and the foul. And the foul will be on Baylor Nielsen. The bucket counts for Braxton Pickett. So he has 24 of Gunnison Valley's 34 points. And an add one opportunity here that also does put Gunnison Valley in the bonus, as Pickett misses the shot from the line. The Broncos pull down the rebound, and now with 10 seconds to go, they'll try to be the last man standing here in this third quarter. Jake Ivins goes around Pickett on the dribble. Hands off to Cole Duke. Comes up top for Brig Palmer. Now a shot at the buzzer counts, and Cole Duke drains the three. Are you kidding? The buzzer-beating three by Cole Duke, who now has 10 points for San Juan, and it's 44-34 at the end of three quarters. Wow, that was an amazing bucket. The Gunnison Valley folks didn't think it was released in time. I don't know. I didn't see it. I just saw it in the air. So I can't tell you my opinion on that, but it's going to count, and a 10-point lead for San Juan as they head into the final frame. We'll take a break and return to Gunnison Valley High School, where the San Juan Broncos lead the Bulldogs 44-34. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
TaylorMade Wooden Heritage is the Four Corners source for high-quality, beautiful, and long-lasting custom residential and commercial cabinetry for over 50 years. TaylorMade Monuments designs custom monuments and headstones crafted with care and artistry to honor your loved ones for generations. TaylorMade is family-owned and operated and offers competitive pricing. Call them today for a free quote. 435-678-2523. TaylorMade Wooden Heritage and TaylorMade Monuments, proud sponsors of San Juan High School sports.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease barriers to self-reliance. To learn more, visit any USU Learning Center in San Juan County or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjsd.org.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School. Give me a second, folks, to get caught back up here as we're underway. Jagger Neves, three on the way, rims off. Rebounded by Gunnison Valley. Landry Edwards, meanwhile, scored a two, so he's on the stat sheet now, 44-37. No, it must have been a three. excuse me, because they've got 37, so I'll need to fix that. Give me just a sec as the ball goes out of bounds off San Juan here in the Gunnison Valley front court. So I think I can get caught back up here. 44-37 is the score. So that was a 3 for Landry Edwards. That's a big 3 that brings them back to within 7 points. And now as Gunnison Valley attempts to inbound, Jake Ivins forces the issue down in the corner. It sails out of bounds here in traffic, and so the Bulldogs will reset again. A couple of smiles down here from all the players as they battle it out. Now Pickett has it for the Bulldogs. And we're going to get a foul against San Juan here. This will be on Cole Duke, his third. That's our first foul of the fourth quarter. And now Gunnison inbounds once again with a fresh shot clock this time. And now Pickett elects to take the 3 and misses it just long. That was a good shot right on line, but doesn't fall for Pickett. Now San Juan loses the ball in transition. Cole Duke couldn't handle the pass down low. It goes out of bounds, and that's an unforced turnover against San Juan. 7 turnovers on the Broncos tonight. They're actually leading in that department. Gunnison has 8 turnovers, partly because San Juan has 6 steals in this game. And now Pickett and Cole Duke go tumbling down. Looks like it's ultimately going to be a foul on Jagger Neves. And Neves arguing his case. That'll be his 4th foul, though. And so Neves is the first player in real foul trouble now. In danger of fouling out here with 6:35 to go in the ballgame. San Juan leads 44-37. It's precarious, though. Gunnison has a little bit of momentum here in this final frame. In front of the home crowd, there's a beautiful spin to the bucket, but Talon Dyring has the shot swatted out of bounds by Trip Palmer, so another block for the Broncos. That's 4 in the game. None for Gunnison Valley that I've registered. The Bulldogs get it in, though, and a great play as Landry Edwards spins, fires it off the backboard and in. And it's 44-39. The Broncos' lead has been whittled down to 5. Jagger Neves dishes to Jayton Knight, who puts up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Gunnison Valley. And the coach is telling him to push it up court, but Braxton Pickett ends up throwing it too deep and out of bounds on the baseline, so that will turn it back over to San Juan. So the teams trade turnovers here, and now the Bulldogs pressing full court as the Broncos get it in. Jayton Knight goes into the air to grab that pass from Jagger Neves. Now Jake Ivins will trot it across for the Broncos. Hands off left wing for Neves. His pass is rejected away from Trip Palmer, but comes right back to Neves. He double pumps on the runner, but misses. Rebounded by Gunnison, and here come the Bulldogs. Down by just 5 now. Braxton Pickett brings it in. And they'll go now to the left wing. Here's Landry Edwards on the drive, but kicks it back out. Braxton Pickett straight away. Trying to go around Cole Duke. Spins away from Duke. Dishes to the right wing. Baseline drive is popped away from behind as Daxton Knudsen has it stolen away by San Juan. And the Broncos in transition back into the front court. Trip Palmer, good steal that time by Jagger Neves. As he punched the ball away from behind Knudsen. And now looks like Coach Mooseman wants a timeout with 5:10 to go in this ball game. And San Juan's at one point 12-point lead has been whittled back down to 5. It's 44-39. Just 5:10 left in this game. And live from Gunnison Valley High School tonight, High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Bradford Tire. At the center of it all at 39 East Center in Blanding. Also tonight, Colleen Kays, author of the 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power. Creative Floors, covering all of San Juan County's carpet and flooring needs. Crowley Construction, dirt, roads, driveways, and more. For any job, big or small, call Crowley Construction. And Dependable Auto Repair. Brad Stoddard and his crew get the job done. And a huge thanks to all these sponsors who make the broadcast possible all season long, we couldn't do it without you. And here's Jagger Neves now dribbling the basketball out of this timeout, and that's a beautiful reverse layup by the 6'1 junior as he goes through with some fury and lays it up and in for the Broncos, whose lead is back up to 7, 46-39. And remember that bucket. That was a key basket right there for San Juan. Here's Braxton Pickett trying to answer with a three. No good. They got their own rebound, but then threw it away, and now a foul on Gunnison as Jake Ivins ran in transition. The foul's going to be on Edwards. Man, that was an offensive rebound for Gunnison, but Pickett had stepped away and was not ready to receive a pass, so they threw the interception. So I'm going to say it was a steal by San Juan, and the turnover by Gunnison as Jake Ivins brings it back across the line now after he drew a foul. So 1 foul for Gunnison Valley in this quarter, 2 for San Juan. Now the Broncos end up having the ball stolen away, and so the teams are trading turnovers here. Driving it in is Dyring. Then he kicks it out on the right wing. Now they'll go to Landry Edwards, and he misses the shot off the glass. San Juan pulls down the defensive board. Jagger Neves transitions for San Juan. Hands off to Jake Ivins. Now to Trip Palmer. On to George McNaughton. Spins to the bucket into a double team. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a couple. And the foul is on Daxton Knutson, his 3rd tonight. So all 5 of the Gunnison Valley starters with 3 fouls now, according to my stats. And so it's even right across the roster. And the shot rolls off for George McNaughton. So he stays at 1 point for San Juan. And the lead stays 46-39. So we'll see if McNaughton can increase San Juan's lead to 8 here with exactly 4 minutes to go in the ballgame. So we're precisely halfway through. Okay, and it looks like the foul is going to be on Landry Edwards, not 3. So stand by. We'll have to change the player to number 5. There we go. So there is 1 player now with 4 fouls, and the shot was no good for George McNaughton. So he missed both. And San Juan's lead remains the same. It was rebounded by Gunnison Valley. The Bulldogs in the front court with it. Braxton Pickett goes through traffic. A stop and a start, a bob and a weave. He's fouled as he goes up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Cole Duke, his 4th. And so Pickett is at the line for Gunnison Valley with 3:43 left in the ballgame, and San Juan up 46-39. My guess is Pickett doesn't make a lot of mistakes from this point, but he does miss right here, so that's a break for San Juan. Braxton Pickett, the 6-foot junior guard, has 24 of their 39 points. He's finally gotten a little bit of help in this 4th quarter, but man, it was basically him providing all the offense for most of the game for Gunnison Valley, but he misses both of the foul shots here, and San Juan pulls down the board, and so they've got it in the offensive end. Trip Palmer. Palmer looking for help. Players are moving, and now it's going to be a 5-second violation as Palmer had to hold the ball for longer than he's allowed to, and so that's a turnover back to Gunnison Valley. And it remains 46-39 for San Juan, 3:20 left in the game now. Here comes Daxton Knutson across the line for the Bulldogs. Lobs it into the middle. It's Braxton Pickett spinning away from Jake Ivins and scoring off the glass. Make it 46-41 as Gunnison Valley gets a little closer. 5-point lead again. There's Jagger Neves with a shot blocked, and he thought he was fouled. So he misses the shot. They're going to call the block for Gunnison was clean. They got the rebound also, and Braxton Pickett drains the 3. So that was a key swing right there. And the Bulldogs have made it a 2-point game, 46-44. San Juan back in the offensive end, and they call George McNaughton for the travel. So Gunnison Valley will get the ball back, and a chance to tie the game on this possession. All Gunnison momentum right now late in this game. 2.5 minutes to go. And here is Daxton Knutson bouncing it down underneath to Pickett. Pickett tries to spin away from Jake Ivins. Ivins is able to knock his pass away, but it doesn't matter. Pickett traveled beforehand, and so that turns it back over to San Juan. So in essence, on the stat sheet, the teams trade turnovers right there, and now it looks like Coach Mooseman wants a timeout with 2:18 to go, and this thing has become a game. It's 46-44 in favor of San Juan as Gunnison has erased a 12-point Bronco lead late in this game. We'll step aside during the timeout, and we'll return for the conclusion of this game. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
Welcome back to Gunnison Valley High School as we get set for the conclusion of this exciting game now. The Broncos led by 12, but that has been trimmed down to 2. And they're trying to hang on for dear life now as Jagger Neves in traffic ends up having the ball stripped away. Gunnison Valley steals it. And they're coming the other way. There's a shot off the glass and good for Talon Dyring. And we are all tied at 46. What a rally by Gunnison Valley in front of the home crowd. And now the Broncos looking for some offense. Jagger Neves hands off to Jake Ivins. He drives into a double team, puts the shot up, no good. It comes down underneath, and Ivins got his own rebound. And now the Broncos will work it around the perimeter here. And they go up with the shot, no good. Another try, and Jake Ivins draws a foul finally. My goodness. So 2 offensive rebounds that time for San Juan. And now Jake Ivins, who, if you're Gunnison Valley, you don't really have a problem with this player going to the line right now. He has struggled, just 1 of 6 tonight. But this foul shot, this trip to the line is obviously huge for San Juan as we're all tied at 46 now. So we'll see if the Broncos can regain the lead here with 1:25 left in the game. Foul was the first, what? Not the first on 11. That should be, oh yeah, now they got it up there as the 4th. I was confused. It is the 4th on Caden Whitlock. So a couple players for both teams now with 4 fouls apiece, and now Jake Ivins trying to make the second of his 2, but he misses both. And so Gunnison Valley a chance to regain the lead for the first time since the first half. And there's Daxton Knutson going right around the D, but San Juan reaches in to steal it. And so another steal for San Juan. And now Trip Palmer puts a shot up, no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Gunnison, so San Juan mercifully will get the dead ball rebound here. And they'll have another opportunity with a fresh shot clock. So if you're San Juan, right now you just need to settle down, and there's a great pass in to Cole Duke. Duke scores and the foul. Cole Duke up to 12 points now for San Juan, and he's got a chance to add to it with this trip to the line. But Landry Edwards, meanwhile, is going to foul out of this game for Gunnison Valley. So Landry will leave the game with 5 points. And it's Carter Christensen coming in to replace him. It is 48-46 for San Juan. Cole Duke can't make the foul shot to add the one, and it's rebounded by Gunnison, who could tie or take the lead with a three. Braxton Pickett loses the handle, but he recovers and now sends it out high to Christensen. Over on the right side for Knutson. Hands off to Pickett. Comes back to Knutson, left wing. Knutson up the middle, lays it up and in for Gunnison Valley. We're all tied again, this time at 48. Down to the final half minute of the ball game. Jake Ivins backs it out to the midcourt line. I am surprised that Coach Nielsen hasn't gone for a timeout at all lately. We'll see if he does here in the waning seconds. Down to 20, and now 15. Jake Ivins with the basketball. The Broncos looking for the final shot. Ivins loses the handle, though. It's stolen by Gunnison Valley, but then losing it out of bounds is Daxton Knutson. So Gunnison Valley had the ball, but Knutson mishandled it out of bounds. And the Broncos catch a huge break. Now a timeout for Coach Nielsen. And the shot clock will be off with 9 seconds to go in the game. And we are all tied at 48. Really, the next point wins, I'm assuming here. So if you're Gunnison Valley, obviously you can't foul right here. Well, I guess you could foul on the floor because they've got one foul. I'm sorry, no, San Juan is in the bonus. So I have missed a foul somewhere along the way. So the Broncos are in the bonus. So yeah, if you're Gunnison, you cannot foul right now. That would put the Broncos to the line. And so for San Juan, the Broncos looking for an open play and a good shot to the bucket here to try to regain the lead and make it impossible for Gunnison Valley to catch back up just due to the time left. Again, just 9 seconds left in regulation. And of course, if neither team scores, we're looking at overtime. And I don't know if my voice can handle overtime here. We're just barely hanging on at the end of this game. And so let's see. It'll be San Juan basketball here with 9 seconds to go. Let's see what they've drawn up. Let's see what they've drawn up here as the Broncos get set to inbound the ball. Jake Ivins on the far sideline, looking to get the ball in. And he does to Cole Duke. Duke at the top of the key on the dribble. Goes to the bucket, misses the shot off the glass. And it's rebounded by Gunnison Valley. They'll call a timeout with 1 second left. So the Broncos could not score. Gunnison Valley got the rebound. And now we'll see if the Bulldogs can get a miracle bucket here with just 1 second left in this game. They're going to put 1 second back on the clock, so make it a 2-second game. And wow, it's going to come down to an inbound pass, a catch, and a shot ultimately. And I've never been this close to the huddle on the floor. We could basically look into the Gunnison Valley huddle here. And unable to just put that on the air, though, so we won't do that. But 2 seconds on the clock, folks, with overtime looming now. We'll see if Gunnison Valley can get a miracle buzzer beater right here. That would definitely light this crowd up after the Bulldogs trailed for the majority in this one, and San Juan's lead was up to 12 in the second half. So Gunnison Valley really wrestled that momentum away, and now trying to avoid going into overtime. Well, actually, the Broncos at this point are playing for overtime since they're not going to have possession. So the Broncos are hoping Gunnison Valley can't score here. We'll see what the Bulldogs have drawn up. Trip Palmer for San Juan is way back at the free throw line. He's the deepest man in. I can't see. We got a coach and a ref standing right in front of me. So it's thrown in football style. A spinning shot is no good at the buzzer. And we are headed to overtime as Whitlock missed the three. So the shooting was poor for both teams down the stretch there. And now we've got some extra time going up on the clock, as this was unable to be decided in overtime. So the Broncos allow a 12-point lead to disappear. And now we head to OT, 4 minutes on the clock. We'll take a quick break and return for the start of overtime. 48-all here at Gunnison Valley High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
The San Juan Credit, exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. The San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. The San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School. This one could not be decided in regulation. 48-all as the San Juan Broncos and the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs get set to start overtime. And we got some players in foul trouble here. Jagger Neves, Cole Duke for San Juan, and Caden Whitlock for Gunnison Valley all have 4 fouls apiece. Landry Edwards already fouled out of the game for the Bulldogs. And Gunnison Valley wins the opening tip to start the OT. And here is Knutson driving right through the defense. The finger roll is good. He's up to 8 points. And Gunnison Valley takes their first lead since the first half, 50-48. So they have come all the way back now. There's a nice pass from Jayton Ivins underneath the bucket, and Cole Duke answers immediately for San Juan. And man, Duke has come on in this second half for the Broncos, up to 14 points now for the junior. Here's Knutson dishing it back for Pickett, and Pickett misses the 3. Rebounded by Gunnison Valley, though. So they give themselves a second chance opportunity, and now there's an influx of people coming from the far stands. I guess they're going to run them all up into the side stands. Boy, now Pickett, a lot of contact under there. He missed a 2. They got their own rebound, though. And there was a shot absolutely rejected by Trip Palmer again. So another block for Palmer, but then off the ball there was a foul on Jake Ivins apparently, and that's his 4th. And Daxton Knutson scores the first of the 2 from the line, so now Gunnison Valley has regained the lead, 51-50. And those of you watching the stream saw the influx of students coming up in front of the camera there. Now 52-50 as Knutson makes both. And here's a 3, good for Jayton Knight for San Juan, and the Broncos retake the lead. 53-52 in what has been a high-flying overtime so far. We're not halfway through, but getting close. 2:44 left now in the first overtime, and San Juan has retaken a 1-point lead. Wow, this thing is going back and forth, and since the start of the fourth quarter has really ratcheted up and has become a real battle here tonight at Gunnison Valley High School. Student section across the way is now in full song, and it's turned fun here tonight on the Bulldogs' home court. San Juan beat Gunnison Valley by 11 on January 4th in Blanding, and the Bulldogs trying to turn the tables on San Juan tonight and get what would be an upset win. Although both the teams are 8-9 on the season, San Juan came into this game ranked 9th. Gunnison Valley was 16th in the RPI standings. High school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, brought to you in part by Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports, and a great start for your kids. Also tonight, Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life in the Intermountain West. And a huge thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. And we get back to action now with 2:40 to go in the first overtime. Gunnison Valley with the basketball. Daxton Knutson on the dribble. Hands into the middle for Braxton Pickett. Pickett dishes it back out to Knutson. Knutson drives the hole and scores off the glass. So the team's trading buckets right now, and Gunnison retakes the lead 54-53. 2:15 to go in the first overtime. We're over halfway through. Nice little give and go from Trip Palmer to Jake Ivins, and Ivins drives the bucket and scores. That's his first field goal in this game, and it couldn't come at a better time as it gives the Broncos the lead back 55-54. They're letting them play now. Jake Ivins strips the ball away from Daxton Knutson on his way through, and it goes out of bounds harmlessly. Gunnison Valley will reset on the offensive baseline with 22 seconds to go on the shot clock. Under 2 minutes now to go in the first overtime. It's 55-54 San Juan. One of the teams trying to string together some back-to-back buckets here. There's a three on the way. Air ball by Daxton Knutson, but it was mishandled by Jagger Neves and knocked out of bounds, so the Bulldogs will get the dead ball rebound and another opportunity, and that did not touch anything, so the shot clock stays at 13. They don't get a new shot clock, but there's a great inbound play, and scoring it off the glass is Caden Whitlock. So Gunnison Valley back on top, 56-55. 90 seconds to go in the first overtime. There's Jagger Neves on the drive. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Gunnison Valley, and now the Bulldogs a chance to get back-to-back buckets here. Here is Talon Dyring with it, handing off to Braxton Pickett. He will go into the corner for Dyring again. Now back to the left wing and then on to the right wing. I'm sorry, that's Dyring over there. So I'm not sure who's down the corner. Looks like that was Whitlock. Now they'll go to Christensen on the right wing. He goes into the right corner. Driving under the bucket. Now they kick it into the corner. Knutson on the drive, and Jake Ivins reaches out to defend him, and he will be called for his fifth and final foul in this ball game. So Jake Ivins fouls out of the game with 3 points tonight for San Juan. And it's going to be Baylor Nielsen coming in for him, and Nielsen has had the hot hand of late. Nielsen comes into the ball game with 2 3-point baskets tonight. So we'll see if he can maybe have one more miracle in store. Daxton Knutson, meanwhile, misses the first of the 2 foul shots. So it stays 56-55 for Gunnison Valley. Second shot on the way. Nothing but net for Knutson. So make it a 2-point game, 57-55. San Juan running in transition. Jagger Neves on the crossover. Hands off to Nielsen. Baylor Nielsen hands off to Cole Duke. Back to Jagger Neves. He wasn't moving. Now he goes into the middle. He spins, misses the shot, but draws a foul, and he will go to the line to shoot a couple. That's the 4th on Talon Dyring. And both teams, I guess the fouls don't reset in overtime, so both teams, I believe, are in the bonus here, even if the fouls are on the floor. So a couple of huge free throws here for the 6'1 junior. Jagger Neves' first shot is off the mark. So not the way San Juan wanted it, and the Broncos have struggled from the line tonight. Now 6 of 20 for 30%. Neves' second shot, nothing but net. And so the Broncos are within 1. 57-56 is the lead for Gunnison Valley, and the Bulldogs will call a timeout with 46 seconds to go in the OT. Man, it has gotten exciting, and now the Broncos looking for a takeaway here, but obviously they can't foul at this point, or they don't want to foul. They want to avoid the foul until maybe time starts to wind down, but obviously with the shot clock, that changes everything. Gunnison Valley's going to have to take a shot here at some point on this possession. So the Broncos looking for a huge rebound as well after a miss. And at this point, they want to avoid the foul. Obviously, if Gunnison Valley misses and gets their own rebound, then we can talk fouling for San Juan. But we'll see how the Broncos defend this as Gunnison Valley gets set to inbound in the defensive end. San Juan's showing full court press, but Palmer a little late to get to his man, so Dyring is going to be able to dribble that across. He'll hand off to Pickett as they work some give and goes here and reversals. Now Pickett taking a handoff. Obviously they just want to use all this time, but Trip Palmer steals the ball. He's grabbed from behind as he's running down court. No foul. He does miss the shot, but he does draw a shooting foul late in that play, and he'll go to the line. And that is the fourth now. I'm sorry, that's going to be the fifth on Talon Dyring, so he will foul out of the game. And coming in to replace Dyring will be Bridger Hill. So now all the guys who have been in the game are in the game. 2 players have fouled out for Gunnison Valley, and man, San Juan's foul shooting woes continue as Trip Palmer cannot overcome the pressure, missing the first of the 2 there. And now Trip Palmer set for his second foul shot. I can hear Coach Mooseman telling his personnel over here it's either win or a second overtime. They don't want San Juan to get another possession. Palmer ties the game as he makes the second of the 2 foul shots, but man, the Broncos have given a lot of points away from the foul line tonight. As they are now just 8 of 23 on the night, so they've had plenty of opportunities, but have not been able to capitalize in the foul shooting portion of the game. So now we'll see what happens. Gunnison Valley could not get a miracle bucket with 2 seconds to go in regulation. Let's see what they can do here with 26 seconds left in overtime. We know they do not want to give the ball back to San Juan, so they're going to use all this time. The shot clock is, of course, off. And if you're San Juan, it's a tough position. You don't want to allow a good look to the basket, and you do not want to foul and put them to the line either. So it's a tough position for the San Juan Broncos with 26 seconds left in the OT. I mean, if you can somehow cleanly steal, if you're San Juan, that would be ideal to get the ball back here. We are all tied at 57. This is right where we were at the end of regulation as well. Are we looking at a double overtime here tonight between these 2 teams? Bridger Hill takes the pass and dribbles it across for Gunnison Valley. Hill on the dribble trying to get around Baylor Nielsen. Now into the middle they go. It's Knutson. Daxton Knutson looks for Pickett, finds him. Pickett hands it back to Christensen. Christensen hands back to Pickett. Down to 5 seconds to go in the first overtime. Pickett will take the 3. It rims out. Trip Palmer pulls down the rebound, and the horn sounds to end the first overtime. And we are still all tied, 57 apiece, and we'll head to double OT. As Pickett misses the 3 at the buzzer, San Juan did get the rebound. And wow, it just continues to get more crazy as we head to the second overtime tonight. 57 all. We've had a couple players foul out. 3 players have fouled out of the game. 2 for Gunnison Valley and 1 for San Juan. Jake Ivins is out of this game for the Broncos. Talon Dyring and Landry Edwards for the Bulldogs. And now we've got another 4 minutes on the clock. And this thing may go all night. We're nearing 9 o'clock now, so we're almost 2 hours in. And we'll see if it can be settled here in the second OT. It'll be another jump ball, an actual jump ball to start this frame. As Trip Palmer faces off against Daxton Knutson here. And nothing has been decided. Back and forth. Gunnison Valley erased a 12-point San Juan lead in the second half. And boy, Jagger Neves was clotheslined there. No foul called. And now the Broncos have the opening possession of the second OT. Jayton Knight pulls up at the top of the key, hands off to Neves. Neves will try to go around Braxton Pickett. He bounces it on to Cole Duke. Now to Trip Palmer. Left wing 2 on the way, will fall. So Trip Palmer draws first blood for San Juan, in the second OT. They're up 59-57. And it's Daxton Knutson on the drive for Gunnison Valley. Goes right wing, and Bridger Hill drains the three. The 5'7" sophomore gets his first points of the game, and it couldn't come at a more opportune time for Gunnison Valley. 60-59 lead for the Bulldogs. Trip Palmer into the lane, floats one up on the run, and it drops. And the Broncos answer and retake the lead, 61-60. And this has started just like the first OT, back and forth. Daxton Knutson now loses the ball. The Broncos recover it on the sliding effort by Baylor Nielsen, but he ended up going out of bounds on the far sideline. So Gunnison Valley will keep it in the offensive end with 25 on the shot clock. And they'll inbound into the backcourt as Daxton Knutson will walk it across on the dribble. 2:45 to go in the second OT now. And they find Braxton Pickett down underneath. He misses the fade, and it's rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos now could get back-to-back buckets on this possession. There's Jagger Neves on the run through traffic. Missed the shot, missed his second shot. It was blocked, but he's fouled. What an effort, a single-handed effort by Jagger Neves underneath there, and I'll tell you what, it has been physical, and Neves finally drew the foul. And the key there was the offensive rebound for San Juan that created that opportunity. And now it will be the first foul of the night on Carter Christensen. Again, both these teams are in the shooting bonus here. So Jagger Neves at the line for the Broncos. It was a shooting foul anyway, and he drains the first. So the 6'1" junior is up to 8 points for the Broncos. And this is a key bucket right here. If the Broncos can score this, it'd be the first time they've been up by more than 2 in quite a long time. I'd say midway through the fourth quarter. And he does. So Jagger Neves makes both. It's 63-60 now with 2.5 minutes to go in the second overtime tonight. Tied at 48 at the end of regulation. Tied at 57 at the end of the first overtime. And now we get a Gunnison Valley timeout as they're getting set to get the ball back. Caleb Carr and I enjoying ourselves on this. We are directly on the sideline here in the student section across the way, destroying the stands over there. That front dasher, I don't know, is sticking out there. They are attempting to break those stands, as I can see. There's some definite bending over there, so they're having some fun right in front of the camera for those of you on the StreamUtah.Live video stream. The students were separated. I don't know if it was junior high on the south end at one point and the high school students on the east section of stands, but they've sent them all together, so now it's a big gaggle of students across the way from our vantage point. Gunnison Valley out of their timeout have the basketball, but they're down 3 to San Juan. Broncos looking for a defensive stop here. Braxton Pickett bounces his way in, misses the shot though, and it is rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos with a little bit of momentum here in the second OT. And they could wind this down to about 1:30 to go in the game if they possess. And the Broncos working it around right now. Trip Palmer will pull up for a shot though and missed it wildly. And it's pulled down on the rebound by Gunnison Valley. And they've got it back in the front court here. It's Daxton Knutson with the basketball. On the dribble, working on the defensive Jagger Neves. They set a bit of a pick. Knutson goes to the hole, misses the shot short off the glass. Jagger Neves will be called for the foul, and he'll be the second Bronco to foul out of this game. So he leaves with 9 points. And it's going to be Brig Palmer, the 6'1" freshman, to come in. So now you've got Baylor Nielsen, Jayton Knight, Brig Palmer, Cole Duke, and Trip Palmer for San Juan. And Daxton Knutson is at the line for Gunnison Valley. And I've got a situation here. as Knutson is unable to make the shot. Second shot rolls off as well. So Knutson misses both, and that's key. I'm sorry, he made one of them. So that pulls it to within a 2-point game. And so Knutson makes one. I got to give Caleb Carr some props here for mind reading me. And my phone died is what happened, so I've lost my internet. So we'll hopefully get that thing back alive, and it's not urgent currently. So we'll see how it goes as the Broncos have to save this from going out of bounds. And now I'm surprised there's no foul. They let them play as they battle, and the Bulldogs get the ball back with 45 seconds left in the game. And looking over here to the sideline is Knutson. He'll spin his way through traffic, throw it up high off the glass. That wasn't the best look, and the Broncos get the rebound. And now San Juan can nearly run the timeout here, as Coach Nielsen will call a timeout. The Broncos are up by 2 points now with 27.6 seconds left in the second OT here. And let's see. I mean, the Broncos 26 seconds on the shot clock. So San Juan's going to have to call a time, or sorry, going to have to take a shot at some point late in the game here. And so we'll see if they can maintain the lead. This is a huge final 27 seconds, of course, for both of these teams. What a battle this has become in front of the home crowd for Gunnison Valley after they lost to San Juan by 11 in Blanding. But, man, they erased a San Juan 12-point lead here in the second half and have taken this thing to double overtime. But now they're looking for a miracle defensive stop here. And I don't know if you're Gunnison, if you would foul here with the Broncos able to possess for the majority of the rest of the game. In fact, if they don't get a shot, they would just turn the ball over with probably less than 1 second to go in the game. So that might be my game plan, is just to play keep away here and let the time run down, and then Gunnison Valley would just not really have time to get anything done. But the Broncos, of course, have to get it in, and they're unable to cleanly. It's intercepted, and scoring is Bridger Hill, and we are all tied. So the Broncos turn the ball over on the inbound play. Now Cole Duke goes to the bucket and scores for San Juan, and the Broncos are up by 2 again with 12 seconds to go. And a lot of stress on both sidelines over here as we get a Gunnison Valley timeout. These coaches are yanking their hair out as this thing goes back and forth, and triple overtime is looming if Gunnison Valley can get another miracle bucket here. This has just become outrageous here tonight, and the Gunnison Valley home crowd has gotten a good show. And we are getting set for that. They put 13 seconds back on the clock. 13 seconds showing on the clock here. 65-63 for San Juan in what has become the game of the year. And we'll see what Gunnison Valley can pull off here. The Broncos looking for a defensive stop with 13 seconds to go. This time they have the 2-point lead. At this point, at the end of regulation and at the end of the first overtime, it was tied. So San Juan has the 2-point lead. Gunnison Valley could win with a 3. And here is Christensen handing off to Bridger Hill. He's tough to contain. He floats up the shot and scores. And he draws a foul. He'll go to the line with an add-one opportunity with 0.4 of a second left. Are you kidding? And the foul is the third on Trip Palmer, but that doesn't even matter. Bridger Hill, who's the 5'7" sophomore, the shortest kid on the floor, didn't have any points until the fourth quarter, and he could win this game. He does hit the foul shot. And that makes it 66-65 in favor of Gunnison. So the Broncos now will be looking for an absolute miracle with only 0.4 of a second left. And if I was Coach Easton Nielsen, I might be lobbying for more time on the clock at this point. But, obviously the only replay they have is ours. So we'd have to, I don't know what we would do there, but nothing to be done. They've got the clock showing 0.4 of a second, and they are going to I think they might put time on. Let's see. No, I'm not sure. They're going to inbound from right in front of us, it looks like. So the Broncos are going to have some sort of absolute mind-boggling miracle here. Now down by 1. What a play by Bridger Hill. He came through the traffic, the shortest man on the floor, lobbed up the runner. Nothing but net on the shot. Was fouled by Trip Palmer on the play, and with ice in his veins, he hit the foul shot. And Gunnison Valley may just steal one here tonight in front of the home crowd. Well, let's see what the Broncos do. They're going to go for a full court pass. All the Broncos are down in the front court except for Cole Duke. And I'm surprised it's not Jayton Knight, the quarterback. We'll see. The Broncos running around, and they're going to lob it all the way down in, and it's intercepted by Gunnison Valley at the buzzer. And the Bulldogs have pulled off a stunner here tonight in double overtime, beating the Broncos 66-55. What a game tonight. What a finish as Gunnison Valley erases a 12-point San Juan lead and takes the 1-point victory tonight. It took 2 overtimes, but it's in the books, a 66-65 win for the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. My goodness. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather. We'll step aside for a break. We'll return for some final game stats as we close it out tonight. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Let's talk cancer. Monticello, Utah. If you lived, worked, or attended school in Monticello, Utah from 1941 to 2002 for at least 3 years, you might have a higher cancer risk from uranium tailing exposure. Apply to get a free cancer screening today. One screening could bring peace of mind to you, your friends, and family members, help spread the word, and save a life. Screenings are available for a limited time through San Juan Public Health. Call today, 435-587-3838, or visit sanjuanpublichealth.org to apply.
San Juan Building Supply has offered a full range of building supplies to San Juan County for more than 32 years. From the start of your project to the finish, San Juan Building Supply has high-quality products for all your needs, and they can deliver. Drop by 1050 South Main Street in Blanding, call 678-2000, or visit sjvs.com. San Juan Building Supply, a proud sponsor of our local teams.
Welcome back live to Gunnison Valley High School. I'm going to say the most exciting game of the year. It doesn't end the way San Juan wanted it to. The Broncos had a 12-point lead in the second half and saw it melt away as Gunnison Valley stormed back to tie this thing 47-all at the end of regulation. We were tied, 48-all at the end of regulation. We were tied 57 apiece at the end of the first overtime. And what a play by the littlest kid in the gym tonight. 5'7" sophomore Bridger Hill ends up scoring 8 points in the fourth quarter and the 2 overtimes. And he wins the game with a beautiful runner on the last play of the game at the end of double overtime with 0.4 of a second on the clock. He makes the runner, draws the foul on Trip Palmer, and hits the foul shot to close it out in a 66-65 final. And again, an exciting finish, but obviously not the way the Broncos wanted it to end. Gunnison Valley outscores San Juan 18-17 in the 2 overtime periods and takes the 66-65 win. But really one of the main stories tonight is the foul shooting. The Broncos came on a little in the overtime, but they end the night just 40%, 10 of 25 from the line, so they gave away a lot of points on the free throw line tonight, and you might argue that the game could have been won in regulation by San Juan if they'd been a little bit stronger from the line tonight. But it was not to be. They end the night 23 of 61 for 38% shooting from the floor tonight. Gunnison Valley really came on in the second half and outshot the Broncos pretty handily, and the Bulldogs finished the night 26 of 61 for 43% from the floor. And let's see, from three-point shooting tonight, San Juan much stronger, 9 of 22 for 41%. Pretty good three-point shooting tonight. Gunnison Valley, on the other hand, 6 of 25 for 24%. In the free throw shooting, we mentioned the 40% for San Juan. Gunnison Valley was 8 of 17 for 47%. San Juan out-rebounds the Bulldogs tonight, 43-30. They had 17 offensive rebounds this evening. In the turnovers, Gunnison Valley turned it over 14 times, San Juan 13. The Broncos had 4 block shots tonight. Gunnison Valley 1. San Juan had 9 steals, and Gunnison Valley 8. What a night for Braxton Pickett. He was pretty quiet in the double overtimes, but he did end the night with 29 points for Gunnison Valley. That leads all scorers tonight, not surprisingly. Some other players finally came on to help him out. None less than Bridger Hill, the man who gets credit for winning this game tonight for Gunnison Valley at the end. Obviously, it was a team effort, but Bridger Hill ended the night with 8 points tonight. Caden Whitlock had 6. Landry Edwards with 5. Talon Dyring and Carter Christensen both scored 2 points for the Bulldogs. And I'm sorry I missed Daxton Knutson. He was their second leading scorer with 14 points tonight. The three-point baskets for the Bulldogs, 6 of them, 4 for Braxton Pickett, and 1 each for Landry Edwards and Bridger Hill. For San Juan, it was Trip Palmer leading the way in the losing effort tonight, 21 points for the junior, 16 points tonight for Cole Duke. It was a 9-point night for both Jagger Neves and Jayton Knight. 6 points then for Baylor Nielsen off the bench for San Juan tonight. It was a 3-point night for Jake Ivins. He fouled out of the game with 3 points. And 1 point for George McNaughton off the bench tonight for San Juan. 9 3-point buckets, and they really spread them around. Baylor Nielsen had 2. Jayton Knight had 3. Cole Duke with 2. And then it looks like Jagger Neves and Trip Palmer had 1 apiece. Definitely a tough loss for San Juan tonight to see the 12-point lead evaporate and lose this one in heartbreaking fashion in double overtime tonight, 66-65. And so San Juan falls to 8-10 on the season. And they've got to find a way to rebound against North Sevier tomorrow night in Salina. Again, a real heartbreaker, a real tough loss tonight for San Juan, and obviously not the way you wanted to start the road trip after leading for most of the game and by double digits for a good portion of that time. So that'll do it for our broadcast. Again, it's a doubleheader weekend. We've got a 2 o'clock tip tomorrow in Salina when the Broncos take on another Region 15 opponent in North Sevier. And we will be on the air starting at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. So we'll talk to Coach Easton Nielsen then in the pregame session. I don't think that he's probably going to, maybe he'll come out, but he's probably going to spend a little bit of time in the locker room here after this tough loss. So I think we'll just count on talking with him tomorrow afternoon. So let me say some thanks as we close it out here tonight from Gunnison Valley High School. Thanks to Caleb Carr, the man, the myth, the legend, working the streaming video for us tonight on StreamUtah.Live and making the long trip with me. So thanks to Caleb all year long to him. Thanks to all the sponsors as well for making these broadcasts possible. And we will thank you all one final time by name here during the close in just a moment. And I want to say thanks to all the listeners and the viewers tonight as well. You're the reason we do these broadcasts. Sorry we couldn't bring you better news. Back to Blanding tonight, back to San Juan County. Again, the tough 66-65 loss in double overtime. We're right back at it tomorrow starting at 1:30 on the pregame. We'll see you then. And until tomorrow afternoon, it's Rhett Sifford saying so long from Gunnison Valley High School. Have a great rest of your Friday night, high school sports fans.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Bradford Tire, Blue Mountain Foods, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Colleen K, San Juan School District Adult Education, Primary Residential Mortgage, Energy Fuels, Emory Telcom, Four Corners Homes, San Juan Pharmacy, Utah State University Blanding, Creative Floors, San Juan Counseling, Holiday Construction, Red's Ace Hardware, San Juan Health, Northern Electric, Dependable Auto Repair, Precision Rehab, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Blue Mountain Hospital, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage and Tailor-Made Monuments, San Juan Public Health, Crowley Construction, Jones and DeMille Engineering, San Juan Mortuary, Napa Motor Parts, Utah Navajo Health System, San Juan Credit Union, and Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.